The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about. Yes,
Speaking his mind
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
while being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat
What the fuck are
McAfee
you
Show
doing?
starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, beautiful people. It is Feel Good Friday, February 4th, 2022, and this sports show shall begin right now. Yeah! Can't thank you enough for joining us here at youtube.com/The Pat McAfee Show. Hope everybody's okay with the storm that has come through and has stopped. Congrats to us for managing the blizzard of 2022.
Here we go.
Eating snow.
Pretty excited about that. Got a chance to run out with the dogs last night with the wife and the family out in the middle of the snow. You know, you got to really take in those moments because you have no idea when another blizzard like that's going to come through.
That's right.
A lot of snow. Not as much as they were predicting. A lot of snow. A lot of ice. A lot of injuries, I think, probably driving. Hope everybody is okay. Now we're on the other side of that. And what's on deck? Pro Bowl weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Pro Bowl weekend. I'll tell you what, if it's anything like the skill showdown we watched last night, we're in for a weekend of electricity. Also, Dan Orlovsky stumbling around the Vegas Strip drunk with the NFL Live crew. Hope they're having a blast out there. We can't thank you enough for joining us. SmackDown tonight, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Here we go.
Stay away from any Timothy McVeigh lines.
That's right.
Bingo.
Go Thunder.
Go Thunder. I'll save it for the show. Anyways, at Ty Schmidt, at Boston Connor, the Toxic Table is here. There's some breaking news in the NFL that we'll dive into. I'm excited to see where your guys' brains go on this particular Feel Good Friday. I appreciate you gentlemen being here. Hammer Dahn, Cowboy at Tone Diggs is here.
Dahn.
You guys still winning bets back there on Hammer Dahn or not?
Yeah, last night was a decent night. 4-2 in college basketball for me.
What?
I honestly don't know how anyone else did. I only pay attention to myself.
That's because you were shoveling.
I was shoveling a lot
Yeah.
last night.
Tone was
Big
shoveling
time.
all night
Grinding.
last night. I realized the new house I went into, no shovel.
Not good.
You know, because we literally just picked up and moved into this other house because we had black mold in our old house.
Yeah.
Because turns out when you don't visit portions of the house for a long period of time, things do happen.
Okay.
And
Good to
100%
know.
my fault. Yeah, this is for you guys to learn from. You should probably check out some different areas of
Okay.
your house if you're in there and see what goes on. But we were told basically, like, both by the internet and people, like, you should get out of that house immediately. Literally got in a house 4 days later, still don't have most of our shit over there. Brought all the tank tops off.
Yeah,
Smart. Had to.
All the tank
Necessities.
tops, yeah. A couple pairs of pants, couple of shoes. No shovel though. Learn that quickly, you know. And it was piling up quick. And I'm hoping the sun will come back and kind of do its job at some point. But what a wild day here in Indiana. I assume most of the Midwest.
After this storm, I have decided I will be buying gas-powered snow.
I seen a lot of those last night. I've never seen a more satisfied dad, right, than when they have that goddamn snow blower. And all of a sudden, there comes that one storm every 10 years where it is actually needed. You get it out of the back, they dust it off.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. They fucking get the gas,
Oh, yeah.
pour it in. I'm going to go snow blow. Pull that thing. Pull that thing. And then they just get going. And then it feels like driving yesterday, every single one we saw, the person was at the end of the driveway, face out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I drove by a guy yesterday, and Nick was right behind me. He was very proud of the fact that he was snow blowing his shit. I mean, he was peacocking with that thing. I mean, yeah, it was. He was walking around with that thing, letting everybody know. I assume the neighbors got to understand too. Like, hey, this is the one dad, the one husband, the one family that was prepared for a goddamn blizzard within a 1.5 mile radius here, and you can borrow it, you know, but it's a little fickle. I mean, I've used it once in the last 7 years, but I know this thing better than anybody or whatever. It'll
cost you.
It'll be more than gas too, you know. That was a big day yesterday, though. Happy everybody survived. Good to see everybody.
Hey, good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
Glad you guys, traveled safely.
Hey,
It
it got a
was
little
rough out
sketchy.
there.
I mean, we had a
The
pretty
highway
smooth trip,
was-
actually.
Yeah, it was
Tony almost
Highway was
fishtailed that.
Yeah, Tony was trying to put on a show out here. Tony
Well, I
was
mean,
in
there was
Tokyo
8
Drift.
lanes, and we were the only guys on it. So, I mean,
Tony's
when
right.
do you get that opportunity?
We did have a good convoy.
Yeah, it was me up in the front of the convoy. Then Tone Diggs was behind, and then Nick and Zito were the trail position.
Nice.
Yeah.
Caboose.
And we're all kind of, we did have like 6 lanes to ourselves for a certain portion of it. And
Like
just,
caravan tried fucking everything up.
yeah, it was the other way. Yeah, there was big time problems there. But this is my first time taking the car in the snow. So I was drifting a little bit, turn around. I look in my rear view, and Tone's got this thing. he's like literally like it's a NASCAR warm up lap, and they're going back and forth.
Damn.
It was pretty awesome to watch. But we had pretty smooth sailing. I mean,
For sure.
one accident fucks everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they were happening on the other side. We were looking at accidents that were happening going this way that already had service vehicles there. And it was like, oh, thank God that isn't us. But any time that could be, we made it all the way
We
back.
got to one point where this car had to go in reverse because he couldn't make it up this hill.
I had to stop on a hill.
Oh, yeah.
I had to stop right on the middle of a hill like
That's
this.
not
Fuck this, I'm going back home.
Because there was an Ultima that was trying to make it up this hill, and it was not,
Yeah.
So they did a full reverse thing into our lane, like as we're coming down the
It
hill.
was
Come
so
on,
dumb with this
Ultima.
person.
It was interesting. They made it though. Good brakes too. Pop that thing in neutral.
That's right.
Pop that thing in neutral.
Slide down.
Hey, we survived. Hey,
Hey.
shout out snow though.
Here we
Shout
go.
out. Thank you, Snow.
Snow's a good time. Dogs love the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Let the dogs get out there and run a little bit. What is it? Because they're so hot? You think Chuck?
know.
Probably.
I think it was Chuck's first time. Corgi first time in snow. He was just literally just burying his face.
They love eating it.
Eating it.
Yeah. It's like a big, massive ice water bowl.
Val stepped on something. She's got a little cut on her foot. Yeah, a little bleeding on her snow, a little red snow.
Yeah.
What's that?
What's going on with red snow? And it's because the snow is so high, it just covered everything.
Yeah.
Like branches and shit below it.
I almost fell off a ledge at the front.
Whoa. That's not good.
Yeah, it was close. I mean, it was, and I don't know if there's enough snow to protect me on that fall on the other side because there was some men on that side.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I was in the shrubs. I didn't even know it.
Really?
And then all of a sudden, there was like a woo,
Drop off.
Yeah, I was like, I almost died right there.
Jesus.
This would have been a fun little Thursday.
Be careful, that blood will attract bears
That's true.
Up there.
And those otters.
and otters. Yeah,
I haven't
they-
seen an otter since the first time Tim McAfee saw a fucking otter. So I'm starting to believe Tim McAfee didn't see an
Talking
otter.
about it.
Well, yeah, but there's blood in the snow now. They'll crawl back out of their hole.
Yeah, but I think Tim McAfee did not see an otter. What? Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. There was actually a little snow, dusting. What was that, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we saw some prints in the
Otter.
Tim was certain it was otter tracks, and they went down there. It's just probably a raccoon, if I had to guess.
What? Oh, coming for more food. The one from your old house.
But the otter has like a body, right? You would think you would see the body or the tail, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the
otter-
snow, for sure.
They like
Yeah,
to
and,
slide.
yeah, and that was the conversation I was having with him within the house while we were looking down at the tracks. Like, wouldn't there be like a tail? Oh, no, they're pretty athletic, Tim.
That's true.
They're pretty athletic, Tim's saying about these goddamn otters, and I guess they are, but I don't think there's any otters near us.
Okay.
It's also deathly cold right now. There's snow. I mean, if those guys were kind of out there just moving around, they are probably dead by now. So I don't think you have to worry about the otters,
Jesus.
at least until spring.
True.
These otters are gritty now. They might not even exist in our lake, but I did some research. These things got teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You think
Hands.
they're scared of a little fucking
No, they're wearing
snowstorm?
they're wearing wetsuits
All
like 30
day.
days, all the time.
I'm saying, 6 to 8 inches. Hey, you're not ready for it.
Who,
Otters
the
love it.
otter?
Yeah.
Those things are drowning
You
in
ever
snow.
see otters at the zoo when
No.
it snows? Dude, they love that shit.
Yeah, they're
penguins.
They're
they're-
sliding down
know,
on it
shut
like the penguins.
Yeah, but they're in zoos. They get their food hand delivered to them. Ty's right. If these things are just out there in that snow,
All
they
right,
are
let's move
dead.
on. Let's move on. We got Ian Rapoport joining us in 9 minutes. We have some breaking news. Happy everybody's okay.
Yep.
We have some breaking news out of the NFL. The Jacksonville Jaguars, who we all thought had hired Byron Leftwich to be their new head coach. Obviously, Byron Leftwich, former Jacksonville Jaguar quarterback down there in Duval County, now offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, actually calling plays, doing everything like that, not just a figurehead offensive coordinator. Everybody thought with his success in the league and his success as offensive coordinator, going to interview with the Jacksonville Jaguars, it was a done deal because Shad Khan needed to rebuild the entire culture. Now, then things starting trickling out of the conversation that Byron Leftwich was like, I ain't doing the Trent Baalke thing. We ain't having clown time, stick around time for another year. That is what Byron Leftwich said. And allegedly Adrian Wilson, who's in his 7th year as a scouting, I don't know his title.
Executive?
Is he a director of pro personnel now? He was a scouting guy.
I don't know. 7 years in the scouting department. Adrian Wilson, former player with the Arizona Cardinals. I believe Byron and he met each other probably whenever they were out in Arizona, or I don't know if they played together, didn't do enough research. That was allegedly the big holdup. And then we never really heard anything again. All the way up until yesterday or 2 days ago when Byron Leftwich had withdrew his name from the Jacksonville Jaguar job. So does he go back to Tampa Bay? What does Tampa Bay look like next year? There's still coaching positions open. Will Bowles go anywhere? Tom's not going back. Gronk's probably not going back. We don't know. Gronk's going to do what Gronk ever does. We just assume that he's probably not going to be back. And all of their starters on offense are all either restricted free agents or unrestricted free agents. And they have cap things going on. So Tampa Bay Buccaneers not necessarily the most desirable place to be right now, but it feels like Byron Leftwich is going back there because a man who was taking a lap around town, traveling to all different training camps last season, after being fired or walking out of another head coaching position in what we thought was a dumpster fire of an organization. He has a statue built of him. Ladies and gentlemen, the new head coach of Jacksonville Jaguars is Doug Pederson.
Yeah, Doug!
And baby Doug. Doug was able to be a quarterback in the league, then became a head coach and was able to win a Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles for the first time in 51 years or something like that.
Damn.
I think ever.
Was it their first? Yeah, I think it was their first time.
He did something for the first time in 51 years. I don't know what it
Reached
was.
the Super No, because McNabb.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it was
whatever.
the
First Super Bowl.
right.
It was the first Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles. Had people eating horse shit on the streets.
That's right.
Turned Philadelphia upside down. Big Richard Nick Foles became folklore because the Philly call in which Doug Pederson made that call. There's a statue built. Life is good. Then all hell breaks loose. Foles is gone. Carson's gone. Pederson's gone. Pederson was coaching, putting in the fourth quarter. Not only was Jalen Hurts playing and Carson playing, in the fourth quarter, he put Indiana quarterback
Nate Sudfeld.
Sudfeld out of nowhere, and everybody thought this guy was tanking. Almost had fights on the sideline between leaders on that team and Doug Pederson, who was he fired or did they agree to go their separate ways?
Yeah, I thought it was mutual because he didn't get fired immediately after, and then they had
But
that
did he
meeting with
quit
the
too?
owner.
Like I don't know if he said "fuck you, I'm not doing this," and they
Right.
did it professionally, said we mutually agree, or if they said you need to get out of here. Whatever the case, he is now the head coach in Jacksonville. And Shad Khan came out and said what Doug Pederson was able to do up there in Philadelphia, bringing them their first championship ever. I hope he's able to replicate that same magic down here in Jacksonville. That's via John Reed at John Reed 64.
Ooh.
Hey, he was an offensive lineman.
Bingo.
Pulling. You see John Reed coming around the corner, pulling.
Good luck.
Just lay down.
But also, I mean, you don't want to get straight on with John Reed.
No.
I mean, it's not just like, John
Very.
Reed. He puts his hands in the dirt, and then when it comes up, and he gets his boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Cobra.
John Reed 64 broke the news that Shad Khan is looking for Doug Pederson to replicate the magic he had in Philadelphia down here in Jacksonville. Will that ever happen, or is that franchise cursed? Does that team just stink naturally? We will find out. Doug Pederson, I assume, had interviewed with numerous places, quietly, behind the scenes, last year as he was traveling around to old friends. Probably could have picked where he wanted to go. I'm not 100% sure if everybody feels that way in the world. It felt like there was a lot of places interested in him, and immediately upon his release of Philadelphia, then he took a year off. Congrats, I guess, to the Jaguars finding a new head coach. What does this mean, though? I have no idea what this means. Is he just going to get rid of everybody that Urban brought in? Is it a whole new thing? Are they still on the edge? Is there still a building being built? Is there still an entire city being built downtown by Shad Khan to go around the stadium? What does this mean for all the plans that Urban Meyer and Shad had? Is Doug Pederson just picking those up? I don't think Doug Peterson's going to be a guy that's be like, yeah, this is what you guys want to do, so I'm going to do it, because allegedly that was the entire problem between he and Howie Roseman and them over there. So what is going to happen, I guess, TBD. They stink as a team, though, and they knocked the Colts out of the playoffs. So to hell with them all.
Does this just mean that Balky's the GM? Like he kind
no
of
way.
survived the whole, because if he was in these meetings with Shad and everything, and like he hasn't been fired yet, so does that mean that Doug Peterson's okay with him being the GM?
Go ahead, Tone.
Well, no, I had a separate. I don't know what it means for all that, but I could tell you, if Doug Pederson, we saw what Doug Pederson did for Carl Wentz. Trevor Lawrence might be the greatest quarterback of all time.
No, maybe they get Carl Wentz.
What?
To lead Trevor Lawrence.
No,
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because Doug Peterson and Carl Wentz were able to win a Super Bowl together.
Yeah, well, Doug Peterson broke Carl Wentz. I'd be very nervous if I was an Indianapolis Colt fan because now they have Carl Wentz's kryptonite standing across the side of the field twice a year, Pat. I'd be worried.
Well, we haven't been able to beat Jacksonville on the road for like 14 years.
Exactly.
And they're the worst team. They have the first overall pick 2 years in a row, and we lose to them still down on a road. I don't know how that happens. Joe Dirt put Phillip Rivers in the grave week 1 last year. And then the last game of the season, Clowntown fucking walks away with a dub. 4.4 QBR.
Very bad.
That's without Doug Peterson on the sideline. Maybe he'll be inspired and motivated to beat the hell out of Doug Peterson. Maybe we'll be in the quarterback market. This isn't about the Indianapolis Colts.
Sorry.
Connor.
Hey, and
Back to what you said, though. So everybody thought that the things awry, whatever the word is, you get it, awry, with Doug Peterson, Philadelphia, because when they hired him, he was young. And he would listen to what they said, right? Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like he came in, hey, you listen to, we'll put the players in there. You can do your little scheming and strategy, but you just listen to what we do. Allegedly. Now, who knows what's real and what isn't real? We'll find out probably 10 years from now when bygones are bygones and time healed all wounds in this situation. But then as he got more accomplished and more successful and more comfortable as a head coach, allegedly, now we don't know if any of this is real. Allegedly, he was like, hey, I'm going to make some decisions now. I would like to be a part of the conversation. And he got like shooed out of the room is one potential reason on why it all blew up in Philadelphia is what people have speculated. Not us. I'm just telling you what other people have speculated. There's no fucking way then he would want Balky to be in there before him, right? Because then it would be the same exact situation where this guy has literally the ear of the owner. It's the same situation that happened in Philadelphia.
Right.
He's going to be the one making decisions. You're just going to have to do what you got to do. Or unless they have it set in stone going in, like, hey, you guys are able to make decisions together. But how often does that actually take place whenever you're dealing with humans giving up power? Not often, I don't think, especially if they're power-hungry human beings. I just, that's a fascinating situation that you mentioned. And I don't know, and allegedly Balky was in the room where it happened when they're getting interviewed.
Right.
And Shad's saying like, hey, what do you think of this guy? So Doug in that interview, maybe just being a human, he doesn't seem, I don't know.
Work with him.
He had success in San Francisco. Contown was happening, but seems like a good guy. And Shad Khan's like, perfect. And he twists his mustache. He's like, they can get along. They'd be perfect. I don't know. I don't know how that all plays out. I'll be interested to see over the next, couple weeks to see how the power is kind of laid out. But once again, it's the Jaguars. The only thing they're known for is knocking the fucking Colts out of the playoffs.
Do you think in the interview they asked stuff like, would you ever try to stick your fingers up a co-ed's bum?
Oh, jeez.
Make sure that doesn't happen again.
So have you ever been to a place called a Chop House? I'll say, let's do a word association. I'll mention some things. You say the first thing that comes to your mind. Shad Khan's like, Jaguar. Doug Pierce like, fierce.
Yeah.
Duval. County. Chop House. Never heard of that.
What's that?
Good.
All right,
Guys,
bingo.
We'll go next. We'll go next. Finger guns.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy. Good.
There it is.
Good.
Tim Tebow.
Legend.
Don't like him.
Superhero.
Good. Okay. It seems like you're naturally much different than the previous guy we had, and that is obviously a step in the right direction. I wonder if Urban Meyer and Shad Khan's relationship will ever be back to what it was before.
Can't.
You know, because
I doubt it.
Yeah, can't.
What?
I doubt it.
You don't think Shad Khan's having Urban Meyer to come back, walk the suites, walk the halls of the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Well, maybe 20, 25 years, but I think, Shad probably feels like Urban left him pretty high and dry there. And I think I guess he didn't have to end up paying him all that money. So maybe
Well, we don't know yet. That's going to litigation as well. There's a lot of litigation going on in the NFL right now, and that's one of them.
He got embarrassed. We're going to be talking about Urban Meyer's season for 20 to 25 years.
No,
There's
we
no.
won't.
Yeah,
Even us.
You don't think? You don't think we're
Even
going to
us.
reference that?
If you listen to how this show goes normally, and it's how my brain operates, so I apologize for it, but I like to set a little bit of context for why something is happening. So if somebody's listened to our show before, they probably heard me say, boom, bang, bang. I'm trying to set like the precedent on why things happen.
Yeah.
With the Jacksonville Jaguars, unless there's another head coaching hire, which might happen, I assume the Urban Meyer stuff, even for this show, which does a lot of that, will probably just move along. Now, if Urban Meyer gets a job on TV and he starts doing some stuff, it's going to be hard not to be like, Urban's back on TV doing real good. You remember? It's going to be hard not to do that. But that's what happens when you're in the NFL, and Urban Meyer experienced that quickly.
But also, for me, I feel like if there's any, terrible season for a first-year head coach, the immediate thought will be, well, was this as bad as Urban Meyer? Because
is he the new standard? Is the worst?
It feels like it.
I mean, on the field, off the field, I guess.
Number 1 overall pick. They beat the Colts without him. Like, it feels as though forever.
I mean, it was a complete PR nightmare.
Yeah.
Urban beat the Buffalo Bills.
And the Colts.
And the Colts. And won in London.
Dolphins, against the Dolphins in London.
But forever.
Well, he didn't beat the Colts. I'm sorry. His team, though.
Yeah.
The team that he had to live on the edge.
That's right.
They're not elite. Too many people throwing the word elite around. Well, Urban, you're in a building where a company was founded literally around that word.
That's right.
But he said we're going to live on the edge. It was a massive backfire. We're supposed to have Ian Rapoport on 3 minutes ago.
Oh, he's probably forcing his wife to
Zeke's
shovel
tinkering
snow.
back here. He looks like a car mechanic under the hood.
Yeah, I guess there's probably some wires that didn't add up or whatever, but that's going to happen.
What do you think Pederson's word's going to be? You think Shad's like, well, what's our word this year? Because last year it was on the edge.
Clusterfuck, because that's what this place has been.
Okay.
What if that's what Doug Pederson tells Sean? Right to his face. This year is going to be clusterfuck because we're going to continue the traditions of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Speaking of continuing traditions, the Pro Bowl dodgeball is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Pro Bowl dodgeball needs to be the entire weekend of the Pro Bowl. Now, I understand that it might get tiresome and we might get over it, and we'll cross that bridge whenever we get there.
Right.
Not that Dutch bridge that they're taking out because of Bezos' cruise line.
I can't do that.
Bezos' cruise line has to get it. This motherfucker bought a cruise ship and turned it into a yacht.
Yeah.
Okay, that is what Bezos did.
It's ginormous.
He's got the biggest yacht of all the yachts, and he can't get into some town in Dutch. Where's that at?
Netherlands, yeah.
Where's that at?
Poland.
It's
Or
right near France.
it's right above Belgium.
Okay, perfect. That's cold as shit up there. Where is this boat? I guess that's why you get a cruise ship, so you can have plenty of.
They build beautiful ships.
I think it's because it's being delivered to him.
Yeah.
That's why.
And that's where he's.
Yeah,
that's
that's
where
where
it's being
he's
built,
at.
yeah.
It has to be delivered to him.
So they have to take out this old bridge that is probably beloved, so that they can get his cruise ship down the fucking bay to him.
Hey,
Legend.
Good for you. I mean,
baby Jeff.
the bridges ain't gonna like it. But anyways, we'll cross this bridge whenever we get there if the dodgeball becomes a little bit too much and boring.
Sure.
But I just want to let you know, you watch the sprinting. Okay, who's the fastest man? Tyreek Hill didn't try.
No, he did not.
No, he didn't.
I don't know why he's in the race. He's not going to try. I don't know why you're in the race. If you're Tyreek Hill, why are you signing up for a race? You're not going to try in, especially whenever all you talk about is being the fastest human on earth. He said, not just in the game. In the pre-race interview, he said, not just fastest in the NFL, fastest on the planet or whatever. Okay, so we need you to try in the race then, for the good of everybody.
That's right.
Need you to try. It was cold as shit. It was very cold. Obviously, it wasn't. I thought it was a little quick gun too, a little quick trigger. I thought so. Maybe Tyreek thought he was going to try, and then once the quick trigger happened, and he was already behind, I'm not going to do
fuck
this.
it.
Nick Chubb though, talking shit to Micah beforehand. Nick Chubb was trying.
Oh, yeah.
Micah is a freak show.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying his, I'm just here to get the bag.
Yes.
Right? I'm just here to get the money. And then at the end, Justin Jefferson said, we got the trophy and we got the bread. Okay, and that's what the Skills Showdown needs to continue to be. Like, hey, let's put up actual prizes for the guys, can match that for philanthropic reasons, whatever it is. But let's make sure there's actual things on the line for these guys to continue to try. Russell Wilson was just
That was
plucking.
awesome.
Yeah, that was absurd.
Plucking out there. I think
Yeah.
I actually heard him. Who fucking wants to come and get it? I think I heard Russell Wilson say, unbelievable. I think he said go Hawks in there at 1.2. I think maybe not.
I don't know if
I
he
didn't
did.
hear him.
Yeah.
Oh, I
He
thought
was
while he
spinning
was
it.
throwing, I heard a go Hawks.
I don't
No,
know.
it was
I
just
don't
maybe a grunt or whatever. That's a shame.
Who
We'll
dat?
keep an eye on that situation. Mac Jones helps Stephon Diggs in a Bills Mafia table bust.
Pretty cool.
They need to, if they're going to do best catch and turn it into like a dunk contest, need a stage to cover the pad.
Yeah.
Pad makes it look amateur. Let's put a stage in front of it. Open stage. Can still have the trampoline jump in there. And let's put some fucking bombs. Let's put some fireworks behind it. Let's go ahead and do that entire thing. I like where their minds are at, their heads are at. Some people didn't perform that great. Some people look awesome. The production, interesting. Commentary, having a Monday Night Football crew on there. Don't know if that's their bag, baby. Yeah. But it was a nice night of television. And the NHL 2K
skills competition.
No, the NHL 2K view.
Oh my God!
You know where you can only view one side,
right?
And then the period changes, and then you're the other side, and then that whole thing. Can't have that for dodgeball. Dodgeball is what everybody's fucking looking forward to.
Correct. Yeah.
We need more cameras on dodgeball than any of the other events. There was a 4-shot basically on the quarterback versus DB thing. And then on the dunk thing, they had like 4 different shots. And then dodgeball, we only had one angle. Yeah. Justin Jefferson makes that incredible catch. We only see the back of his head. I would like to see his face with sunglasses with that big-ass grill in.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a game, hell of a performance. A lot of shit being talked. A lot of people trying to cheat. I like that. Anytime you got guys trying to cheat to win, that means they're in it.
Correct.
And we need to continue to grow upon that until we no longer need it and we move on to something else.
With all the goddamn cameras they got over there, how did we not get one body cam in that dodgeball game? That's all you really need so you can see everything, see how it is out there. If you had one on both teams too, all the replays they could have done. That was the most frustrating part by far, was the fact that their best event, they have their worst camera and they only have one. Every other event, they had different
6
angles,
cameras, slow
replays.
motion.
Yeah.
And dodgeball was like, something had to have happened. It was like freezing cold, I guess.
Maybe, but it was the last event that they had going on. All those other cameras, we can't just wheel those over to the side so we can see everybody.
Production.
I
don't understand how hard but it was bullshit. I was wondering what the fuck's going on there as well.
For sure.
But great night.
Great night.
Great night.
Joining us now is a man that has never been in a Pro Bowl or an All-Star game in his life, but he's covered probably a lot of them.
Yeah.
I believe he's live down at the Senior Bowl right now, or maybe yesterday, or
He's pumped about it.
Collegiate Bowl. Is that
Senior Bowl?
Oh, so he mailed it in.
He was at the Senior Bowl.
Oh, he's not even staying for...
Didn't even.
Well, he didn't want to be there, so.
The host of the weekly wrap-up with Rap Sheet and Friends. Us being the friends, he being Rap Sheet. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Rapoport.
What's up?
What, you mailed it in on those kids? You said none of you are making it to the NFL? This is a waste of my time?
No, I was there for 3 days. By the way, can you hear me okay or no?
Yeah, you sound amazing.
Yeah, okay. I got the AirPods today. I cleaned them out. I gotta make sure they're all good.
Oh,
so
yeah,
no
because
issues.
long season potential. Yeah,
a little tune-up, you might say. I was down there from Monday night to Thursday night doing a little socializing and building relationships, I think is the proper way to say it, where you stay in bars until, late at night talking to sources and all of that. Max, what are you doing?
Max, your dad's telling us stories about getting all boozed up with people. Max!
Come here. Say hello.
Hi.
Hey,
Max. Atta baby Max. Oh, you are much cooler than your dad. I can already
I
tell.
can't hear you because he has the AirPods.
And you're smarter than your dad too. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Hey, it's a cool looking kid. Congrats. Dude.
Anyway, so
hey, have that kid shovel some fucking snow too every once in a while. You know what I mean? So your wife.
I mean, they actually like to shovel snow. They asked if they can do it, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
That's good. Hey, get some calluses.
See you at dinner.
Hey, whenever they come up to you, those things on their palms there, those are called calluses. That's okay. Those are okay. Those are all. Don't take them to a hospital. That's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Well, I would say, in all seriousness, talk about calluses. So that was Max, my oldest. He plays baseball, hits lefty, got a nice stroke. He just started wearing batting gloves, and honestly, I'm not that happy with it. I feel like you should just go au natural, build up the calluses.
Oh, you want to tape his fingers? Start taping the knuckles up? Imagine little Max Rapoport steps up to the plate, bare gloved. Oh, that'd be awesome. Chalk?
Yeah. There you go.
Jackson.
Chalk actually is a great idea.
Little pine tar.
Oh, that'd be awesome, man. It sounds like your kid's going to be much tougher than you forever, and that's good news. That's good news. Got to have somebody on your side. You're down at the Senior Bowl, though, networking all night, getting some exclusives, getting some relationship building. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, and it was a good 3 or 4 days, and it's also kind of like, it's supposed to be like a nice break of everyone just talking about the season and relaxing and talking about all the coaching hires that were made, and none of them have been made. And then Flores drops the lawsuit, and it was actually really interesting to almost get reaction in real time with everyone there, just dying to discuss it. So, Jude.
Atta baby. Who's this?
Get out of here.
This is
I think that's Jude. Sheet. Yeah.
This is Jude.
Jude, say hi.
Hey, what's up?
Jude.
Hey, Jude. Hey.
They all say a little Jude. Get.
Don't make it bad. You're drunk as daddy's
schools closed. It was an early day today because of the weather, so the boys were home at 11. So they've been just really helping work productivity all day.
Hey, I heard that's a whole thing right now because with the institution of the Zoom classes, the snow day thing has maybe become a little bit more of a conversation because now they're projecting potential 2-hour delays or cancellations and saying, no, actually we're projecting Zoom days on Thursday and on Friday. Ooh. Is that what's happening in real time in your house as well?
It hasn't happened in our district, but the district next to us, like we had an early dismissal, but they just had a Zoom day, which I guess is better. I mean, right? Like I don't know. I guess that's better.
No,
at least the kids are occupied until 3, but I don't know.
Those days.
Make a snow
day.
You need a snow day every once in a while.
You have to live. So let me get this straight. You get the only benefits of living in a 4 seasons area is that you potentially have a 2-hour delay or a snow day.
Bingo.
All the kids in the South and the West, they have just perfect weather. They get to train all year. Mm-hmm. They get to run and play sports all year. The only benefit is that maybe out of the middle of fucking nowhere, God will grant you a day off. Not anymore.
Nope. Those days are done.
Unbelievable.
What are we turning into?
I mean, the greatest thing, I still think about that. You wake up early and then you watch the bottom line on the local news and you see your district come up and you're like, oh my God, we got a snow day. And then you call your friends on the landline, you get the mom and you're like, can I speak to Matthew, please? Like, we have a snow day. And oh, man, it's great memory.
You know what this is about. Yeah. Listen, tell them to go outside 5 minutes. That's what we got some stuff to do. You can also take it into your own hands, and I would not recommend all kids do this, but you find where the superintendent lives. You take buckets of water and you throw it on front porch or front stoop or front steps. So when they wake up in the morning to decide whether or not your school is going to have a delay, hopefully they walk out, whew, Dahn. Cancel the day. Yeah. You know, those are only needed to be used every once in a while when there's a big test.
Sure.
And also, make sure you get the actual superintendent's house, not neighbor's house.
No.
That's why it didn't work, I think, personally, whenever we tried it out. But still, I think good in theory. Like, I think it's still a good idea in theory.
I mean, I would imagine that the advent of security cameras might have made that a little bit difficult, but you're pretty creative, so maybe...
I mean, what a nice life this guy
Yeah.
has. Jeez.
Everybody's
getting
regular people have security cameras. Right?
Regular people. What is this guy?
No, you have the thing that films your front door so you can tell when packages show up.
Yeah,
People
ring.
have that, right?
Yeah, you need that for these porch pirates these days. by the
That's
way.
right.
Simply Safe, Ring, all that stuff. All right, let's get to football, please. Let's stick with the Senior Bowl and then we'll move on. I know a lot of Steelers fans are dialed in. Go ahead, Tone.
Ian, so I saw owner Art Rooney Deuce was at the Senior Bowl looking at all players, quarterbacks, stuff like that. Is it normal for owners to be at the Senior Bowl? And which quarterback looked the best and are they taking?
It is normal for quarterbacks. I thought the same thing. There's been a couple years when we've seen, I think Jimmy Haslam was down here when they had the first pick and they ended up being Baker. And, you know, there's been a couple others. Like if you're going to get a quarterback, you're going to get a quarterback in the future. It is so important, and everyone needs to be involved. Everyone needs to be on board. And obviously, it's also more than about just evaluation. So I don't know this for sure, but my guess is Art Rooney, if they met with quarterbacks, Art Rooney probably met with them, as he should. And it was also, you know, the Steelers do things sort of their own way. Like they are not like everyone. Mike Tomlin was on the field next to Kevin Colbert the whole time. It was absolutely pouring on Wednesday. I was drenched. My socks were wet. I was not happy. Oh, no. Most coaches, it was awful. Sucks. Most coaches were in the booth, and Tomlin and Colbert were there in the absolute pouring rain watching the quarterbacks. I don't know that they're taking one, but I'm just going to go ahead and say there's a pretty good chance, and they were all in on evaluating.
Okay, so let's bounce around some of the older quarterbacks market that you could potentially see heat up. Last night, Russell Wilson put on a clinic in the skills showdown. I don't know if that was another audition to say, hey, bring me to your team. What are you hearing out of that? Is he going to be on the move, and is it just to destinations that Russell and Sierra have agreed to go to?
He does have a no trade clause, so he's not going anywhere that he doesn't want to go to. And, it's amazing how smart that ended up being, quarterbacks getting no trade clauses, because you really, same thing with Deshaun Watson. You run the show. Like the team could, get you to trade you for 6 first-round draft picks, and if you don't want to go, you're just not going. So it is a great way to have power and to have control of the situation. Something I mentioned a couple weeks ago on Game Day Morning, Russ wants to know his options. I'm not saying he's definitely going to go, but he wants to look around and see. And I think if you're Seattle, it's the same problem they've had the last couple of years, which is even if they get a great offer, even if they get, let's say, 3 first-round picks for Russell Wilson, who is going to actually be their quarterback, and how quickly could they rebuild? Because Pete Carroll's 71, and he's not going to want it to be a 4-year rebuild. So, I wouldn't rule out a trade, but they have to have – it has to be a no-brainer, and they have to know the answer to the next question as well.
So you're saying, like, call the Colts, take Carson Wentz and a couple future picks, and then we get Russell Wilson, and the Colts win the Super Bowl.
I think that's plausible, sure. Not plausible.
Not plausible?
I don't want people to misinterpret the sarcasm. So
because people will say Ian did. Yeah, they will actually write that in. You're right. Yeah. The Tovid situation. I get it, what you're saying. But is that...
Oh, the Tovid situation.
Yeah, the whole Tovid situation was wild.
Yes, that was... Yes.
Yeah, I was getting quoted in some... like
Wall Street Journal,
Norwegian politicos. In Wall Street. I mean, that was wild. That was a wild time to be alive. And that was when I questioned journalism as a whole. Sometimes you got to question the old establishment. No, I'm joking. I'm not getting into all that shit, although Ian does make me question journalism often because it feels like everything that's going to happen before it happens. Where's Aaron Rodgers going? What do you know about this? Because just the other day, yesterday actually, we put A.J. Hawk's feet to the fire. I don't know if you saw it because you're probably hungover from getting all boozed up at the Senior Bowl late hours in Mobile, Alabama. But whenever you hear about Aaron Rodgers having potential property in Nashville, and maybe he got some other interests in other places, how do you see that whole thing panning out? I know you broke the story that he stuck around after the game and talked about the future, and that's good news. I think he has done that every single year, but every single year hasn't been a year where it's being discussed that he's going to leave the Green Bay Packers. So I guess that is good for status quo to continue to happen. How do you think that whole thing is landing right now, and what are you hearing from around the league when everybody's drunk at the Senior Bowl?
Yeah, the Nashville thing was interesting because, if he's buying a house, first of all, he's 38 years old, so buying a house after he leaves Green Bay and retires, or whenever he's done with the NFL, whichever team he's playing for, that makes sense. Sounds like Nashville is quite a hot place to live, and I know that because when I was down there for the draft, and I basically called my wife and said, this is the greatest place ever, we should move here. And she started looking at real estate, and oh my God, she wanted to move there yesterday. But it didn't happen. So Nashville makes a lot of sense.
Hey, NFL Network, can you pay this fucking guy?
One time.
I mean, geez.
No, anyway, Nashville's a lovely place. You walk around, there's music coming out of the bars,
Yes, it's great.
and everyone's drinking. I mean, they have a lot of bachelor parties there, it seems, which is not really for me, but some people like that kind of thing.
Sure.
I don't know that has any material influence on anything as far as where he plays. I guess it is possible that he asked for a trade. It is possible, and I honestly do not know what he's going to do. I look around and I look at the various situations around the league, and there's not that many that are better for him than Green Bay. Like, I know they lost this year, and that sucked, but they had a good team, and they really have a great personnel situation, assuming Devontae comes back, and they'll probably tag him. So he could look around. I mean, Denver would be good, for instance, but he really does have a great situation in Green Bay.
Okay, you don't have to try to sell him through our show on what he should be doing. Let's just talk about things that could happen, because maybe it's not just about the situation. Maybe it's like, I actually do want to go experience something different. This has been like this for so long. I feel like I've done a lot for these people. Not that they haven't done a lot for me, but maybe I want to go elsewhere. What are some places you think that would be in there? Everywhere, right? Carolina, Denver, Indianapolis. Would Tennessee be on the list for that? Would the Steelers be on the list for that? Would Tampa be on the list for that? Like, there's a lot of quarterback needed teams, right? And Jimmy G's going to be out there now, we're hearing.
All right, so let's go through them. So
Saints?
The Steelers are obviously a team that needs a quarterback. It would be very un-Steeler-like to trade a lot of draft capital for a quarterback. Not impossible. It just would be against everything they've done. And Kevin Colbert is an outgoing GM, and his mission is to find the next Roethlisberger, to find their franchise quarterback. So I would be a little surprised if they did it. The Titans could do it. They would take a big cap hit, but I can't pretend that that's something that would make it like prohibitive. Like that doesn't. It would make it hard. I think it'd be $28 million cap hit.
27 and a half. Yeah.
Would it?
Yeah, 27 and a half. I think we have a full graphic actually. Yeah, there it is.
There you go. So they could do it. And like,
baby dirty.
I remember thinking last year that the Rams could never trade Goff because the cap hit was too bad. And then they just did it and dealt with it, got Stafford, paid for him, and just made it work. Like, these guys are so good, they could make it work. Yeah.
And salary cap gymnastics is a new talent in the NFL. But remember when Goff got traded to Detroit, people said Detroit won that trade.
Hell yeah.
I just want to let everybody know. Everybody said that at the time. That was something that was said. Oh,
and they still might. We just don't. They just got to draft.
Rams are in the Super Bowl. Right? They're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No. Okay. I would agree with that. You're right. You trade for someone, you get to the Super Bowl. That's a win. You're right.
Yeah, it worked. That you won all in. Now, granted, if they don't win one, I guess we can have the full conversation in like 3-4 years. But immediate boom, here we are. We're in the Super Bowl. We did what we tried to do. But the $27.5 million, all those teams are up on that graphic there. Are those most? And I guess the Panthers could be added in there as well. Is there any teams that we're not thinking about, maybe that are in the quarterback market? Maybe not just for Aaron, but for Jimmy G or Russ, or if Deshaun, who has a lot that has to happen off the field, obviously get figured out. Is there more than we think or project? Or?
Yes, a couple you missed there. The Saints are going to be in for a quarterback, and I would think they would swing pretty big. They always kind of swing big.
$71 million over the cap. Eric Bieniemy is interviewing with them, today or tomorrow? There's $71 million over the cap.
That doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but everything.
Cap's a joke.
They have like the best cap gymnast in the NFL, and Kai Harley. They could manage it. They've been managing it for years. They'll push into the future. They have the Saints, if they want to swing big for a quarterback, could definitely do it. The Bucks have some options because they could just, they could stay home and not sign a quarterback, or they could sign Aaron Rodgers or anything in between. I mean, one thing that they've shown is that they are a good destination for a veteran quarterback who might want to come in and win the Super Bowl. I mean, they are a ready-made team. So I think those two. I don't think the Texans would be a big free agent quarterback destination. They have some questions, but I don't think they. So I think it's really just the Saints and then the Bucks
and the Panthers.
And the Panthers. Sorry. Yes,
and the Panthers.
also.
Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, rap sheet. Gun to your head. Bill O'Brien or Adam Gase is the next OC of the New England Patriots.
Here we go.
I think both are possibilities. And it's weird to me that people ridicule Gase. I like him, so this is really not just me sticking up for somebody that I happen to like. He took the Dolphins to the playoffs, and they barely were before or since. And it didn't work out with the Jets, and they had no talent. And Sam Darnold is what he is, so I don't think that was his fault. I think as an offensive coordinator, he would be good, and it would revitalize his career. And I don't think he'll ever be a head coach again, but I think he could be a viable offensive coordinator with the Patriots. With Bill O'Brien, it sounds like there's some interest on both sides. He has a big personality. New England has liked him in the past and helped create him.
Teapot Bill.
That'll be interesting.
Teapot Bill. Would he want to leave Alabama? Do you have any people in his camp? Has he enjoyed his time in Alabama?
He likes Alabama.
It's warm.
So would he want? And it's great. Like, living in Tuscaloosa is cool. College towns are great. He has a family situation where his son needs really good medical care. So moving, they have great hospitals in Boston, but moving would be hard, but not impossible. So I don't know that it's a slam dunk that Bill O'Brien goes.
We don't know if Boston's
Mass General.
Mass General,
MGH,
Mass
one of the best
I don't
hospitals
need
in the world.
You're tied into that place.
One of the best in the world.
One of the best in the world, obviously. So whenever you say the best, though, that isn't like
What's
one
the
of the
best in the United States?
Best hospital in the United States up there?
Mass General Hospital. Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
So who voted?
Harvard and MIT. It's a pipeline.
What does that mean?
Two of the best institutions in the country.
Are they?
In the top 5 list, they're number 4
Okay, in America or in the world?
in America.
Okay, who's number 1?
Mayo Clinic, Rochester, Minnesota.
That's a
What
biased
is happening
list.
here?
That's
Why
from,
in the
that's
world
from
do you know that? What's
Minnesota.com.
happening?
He's searching it right now.
I
He's
see
searching.
John Hopkins is pretty high on that list.
Oh, John's
John Hopkins is number 3.
Oh, they're above
Okay.
Mass General.
Well, that's
Cleveland
because
Clinic,
they just
number
signed
2.
Dr. Carpenter. I mean, there's no hats off to JHU.
Hey, General Dr. Carpenter.
Yeah, hey.
He's coming through Johns Hopkins.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Go ahead, Ty.
Rapchi, what the hell ended up happening in Minnesota? I know when you came on a couple weeks ago, you basically said that you didn't think Harbaugh to the Raiders was realistic, but we hadn't heard Kevin O'Connell's name once leading up to the process. So when did you kind of realize that he was going to be the head coach, and what the hell happened with Harbaugh?
And are you kind of not doing your job for all of us?
Fair.
No, unfair.
Took you through the runaround.
No, that was a fair question.
It was a follow-up, but
Yeah.
it was a fair
Yeah,
follow-up.
Yeah.
Fair follow.
So here's what happened with Minnesota. So Harbaugh, it is interesting to watch how the media covers Harbaugh, and I don't talk to him. I don't know who he talks to. It's almost like he had gotten the job before he went to interview, and I'm trying to talk to people, and people doing the hiring aren't always transparent with reporters for obvious reasons. But I thought it was crazy because I'm like, maybe I'm just misunderstanding, and this is all fake, and he's just going to get there, and it's going to be a coronation, and he's just going to get it. And I don't know. So it's I was talking to people what the official hire was Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. I was talking to people on Tuesday afternoon that were saying Kevin O'Connell was the favorite. Meanwhile, I'm reading everything that Harbaugh is the favorite. And I'm like, something doesn't make sense.
Harbaugh's people are playing people, or
Harbaugh
what?
learns that. What's that?
You think Harbaugh's people are playing people, including Harbaugh, telling Harbaugh he has a job? You think his people told him that he had that job just like they were telling everybody else? And how would that happen?
Possible. It might be just, honestly, it might be him. Like, he seems like someone who'd be in control of his own messages. I don't know who was talking to people, but I just know he was interviewing for the job, and I think he thought he was just getting the job. And when he learned he wasn't getting it, that's when he was like, all right, this is not for me. I'm going to go back to Michigan. And, I think Kevin O'Connell was the guy really throughout. And had he not been hired there, like, some other teams were pretty interested in him also.
How do we not hear his name? You're not allowed to report his name, or did you let us all down, or that was the follow-up?
No, I mean, we knew that he was interviewing with Minnesota.
We didn't.
And I talked about on Sunday morning, by the way, that the Jaguars had him very high on the list, but his team kept winning. So there's only so far it can advance when your team keeps winning. It stops things a little bit.
So you're saying it's our fault for not listening to Game Day Morning? It's a good show. It's a good show. You guys have like 400 people.
It was on the internet.
What's that?
The article was on the internet.
Do I have to click a link and go to it?
Well, the headline kind of summed it up. It said, Kevin O'Connell has emerged. As
What, you put that on 6 a.m., 5 a.m.?
Yeah. I normally
Crack
check
of
that.
dawn.
I thought this week was.
Yeah, that's your thing. That's your thing.
I thought this week was the Aaron stuck around in Green Bay. Was that 2 weeks ago?
No, this was this week also. I had multiple.
Oh, so that buried the lead.
I
You
saw
buried
that.
the lead.
Yeah.
Bingo.
What's it? That's in that journalism?
Figure it out.
I mean, look, all you got to do, you click the link, and then the story's right there, and then you just read the story. It's not even that long.
Too much.
I'm not doing that. What are
Too
we even
much.
talking about? I guess Twitter's opening up, by the way. You'll be able to write entire blogs on Twitter, I guess.
But that's not Twitter.
Seriously?
Well, Twitter.
That's not Twitter.
My Twitter's 140 characters.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you actually have to copy and paste somebody's tweet, put it into your tweet, and put
RT.
RT with a colon,
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess, and then you have to give your stuff. That's my Twitter.
Michael Cole.
So this new Twitter is just an absolute 280. It's already too long.
That's a lot.
Now it's about to become an entire blog, which is probably good for you, right? Because people actually read these articles that you put out that you normally have to click a link and nobody ever does, right?
TLDR.
They read the articles, by the way, and also I don't want to
Top left,
blog
huh?
in Twitter. How much
long,
time do I have to
don't
read? Just give me the 280 characters. That's enough. Let me move on to the next 280 characters.
What's the next big news that comes, you think, in our world?
I would assume it'd be a coaching hire. So the Texans still have not announced.
Have not announced, but
we'll-
they have
and we'll
hired?
see. I mean, look.
Hold on,
they
hold
got
on. They already have their person? They just haven't announced?
I don't know. Flores is finalist.
Liar.
Gannon is a finalist. McCown is a finalist. So I think it'll be one of those three. And, could it be Flores theoretically? Maybe it could. He is a great football coach, so they could just say, you know what, we're just going to hire a great football coach. Probably implausible, but I think it would be kind of cool. And then we don't know the Saints are still interviewing. They got the NFB Saturday. The Dolphins are interviewing today and tomorrow, so presumably this weekend they'll have a decision as well.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out. We appreciate you so much for joining us, Ian, on this beautiful Feel Good Friday in which your kids are home from school.
Hold on one sec. You guys going to be in L.A.?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you NFL Network folks, I heard on at Radio Row, you guys are in your own little village.
We are, but maybe we'll see if we can work something out.
Oh! If you're coming in live, it's not. Hey, I know you got you got a camera to hide behind here. You give us some bullshit live and in person.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you want these
coming over the table.
No. Just hiya. You're the best. You've been great all season. We can't thank you enough for this, ladies and gentlemen. Ian Rapoport. Hour 1 wrapping up here on beautiful Sirius XM Channel 82 Mad Dog Sports Radio. Hour 2 will be on the other side of this 10-minute break. We apologize for the poor radio-ness. Ian Rapoport was fantastic. AJ Hawk on the other side. Nailed it. It actually did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
We actually heard it.
Yeah.
So that's like a delay of game call, I'm learning. Once it hits 0,
Okay.
got to look at the thing.
Like the ball.
Then throw the thing. That is what that...
Oh, so it's a beat.
We didn't
after.
talk about it. There was a lot of
Zeros
on Sunday.
A lot of zeros. And not a lot of...
No.
I know one Canadian that was pretty upset about it.
Yeah.
Well, that probably affected some sort of pick he had. But the worst of all time, maybe if a Super Bowl or a championship game gets decided by it, obviously that'll be bigger. But remember Justin Tucker.
Why is that
Oh.
still a thing?
Oh,
we have
I've
so
never.
many judgment calls in the NFL. That was one that does not have to be a judgment call, yet we still make it.
Why aren't you
judgment
happy
call.
for Justin Tucker?
I mean, it's
time.
just so stupid. We have so many
Why?
issues with the refs.
Why?
That's one to make their life so much easier. 0 is 0. Fucking keep it moving.
Why? What's your deal? Why don't you like Justin Tucker breaking that record against you?
Look, that's why the Lions exist. They exist so people break records, all sorts of records, so rules get changed. That's why the Lions are here. Happy for you, Justin, but let's give these refs a little bit of slack.
That's right. You're right. Hey, thank you,
Well
folks.
said.
It's good
Help
stuff.
him out.
Welcome.
That one could be reviewed too,
Biggie.
like 12 men on the field. Like, oh, yep, that guy was on the field. That
Yeah,
clock was 0.
It was pretty obvious. We're going to run into probably some of these refs down there at Radio Row.
Good. You can spit in their face in person.
Jeez.
Smack Renzi right in the fucking face.
I don't think you'll be able to do that with
No,
the COVID thing.
actually, some Arizona or UCLA basketball player did that at Arizona, I think last night.
Yeah.
Got arrested in the stadium. Campus police arrested him. He spit on some fans from Arizona. They arrested his ass in the locker room.
Last night, Bill Walton was on the call.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of that game. They arrested him for spitting on. And is it because of COVID?
I would assume so.
Attempted murder.
That's why I always wear the shield everywhere I go. Yeah.
Just in case. The Bill Cowher shit is what
Yep.
it used to be called. When Bill Cowher would start talking, spit would start flying.
Yeah.
You do that now, you might fucking kill somebody.
Yeah.
Arrested?
Could you imagine if that guy was playing hoops that entire night with the OG-19 stored in his right cheek?
All messed up.
He's got COVID-19 in his right cheek. Boom. Somebody says something. He's like, perfect time. All right. Brings it out. Boom.
Yeah.
That's the orig, cuz. And then jogs down. And then campus police were like, wait a minute. Did he fucking... Is that 19 he shot out there? Or is that Omicron? Is that 19 or Omicron? Fucking arrest his ass. He went to jail? This dude's in
I don't know
jail?
if he went to jail, but I know the campus police were waiting for him when he left the locker room, like after he showered and stuff, and they arrested him.
You're the
So I don't
retro
think
man.
I've ever had any encounters with campus police, only actual police that worked on campus. Campus police, like Paul Blart type
Well,
situation.
that's how
So, like-
that's how I read it. But I think typically at these stadiums, like they have cops in
Yeah.
there. Like I don't think it was maybe a police officer on campus, but I don't think it's just like some Mickey Mouse Paul Blart guy.
You don't
Like
think
it's
somebody waddling.
I don't think so.
Our campus
Campus.
police were actually police.
Yeah,
so-
cops.
so
Oh,
ours.
ours weren't. We had this guy named Doofy. It's dead serious. This isn't a made-up name, and he was the man.
That's from Scream, dude.
no,
So
I'm
some
dead
dude-
serious.
Goofy and Doofus put together.
No, Doofy, just Doofey.
So Goofy and Doofus.
Oh, just
put
take the
together.
D. Yeah, I guess so.
So Doofy.
That's real though. I'm not
First or
even
last
making this
name?
up.
And Doofy, what he get you guys?
He would just come by. Guys, can we keep it down a little bit, please? Actually, one time he got us real
So
good.
you have an RA for?
When we were in the dorms, this was when we
Right
weren't
now
in the
for
dorms.
talking to Tim McAfee, by the way, on the phone.
When we were in the dorms, he got us so good. We opened up the door one time, and Doofy's just walking by, and he happens to peek in and see a bunch of brouhahas, and he said, "Oh, not today, boys, not today."
Doofy wrote you up?
Oh yeah, he wrote us.
Oh no!
Uh huh.
Doofy said, "You guys fuck with me way too much."
Yeah. Well, no, we don't fuck with him. He's one of the
sounds like
nicer. No, he's one of the nicer. It was DPS where we were Department of Campus Security Patrol. Yeah, there you go.
Services.
Yeah,
Public safety.
Public safety. There it is. Yeah.
Patrol and public safety was the first piece silent.
Yeah, great guy. It was fun, but they were definitely if it's like this, it's pretty Mickey Mouse.
Well, you can't be spitting COVID on people.
Nope.
Remember, there was a time. And I hate to bring it up, but in our history, there was a time you couldn't make eye contact with people because potential COVID laser beams jumping out.
Remember the contact?
They could go through the eyes.
Yeah.
COVID could go through the eyes. We don't know about this thing. Could go through the eyes. Wear sunglasses. Don't look at each other.
Close your fucking eyes.
Put a mask on. Put a sunglass on. Don't fucking look at each other.
Don't touch your face either.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at all.
Do not.
Cardboard being just a lightning
Oh my
conductor.
God! You got mail coming.
Don't touch it.
Fucking touch it.
Light it on fire.
That thing has the OG 19. Your entire family is dead. It's just like a poster. No, it is not.
No.
That is a killing machine that just arrived at your doorstep. How long does it have to be? 3 weeks this thing lives on hard surfaces. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3 weeks
Yeah.
this thing lives on hard surfaces. Fucking wipe it down. And then Trent Dilfer came up with that spray.
Sure. Yeah, we're fine.
And kind of all stopped after that.
With the spitting, I just read original 19 is a felony and Omicron is a misdemeanor offense.
That makes sense. But we're not the ones that are saying that, by the way.
No. Is that real? Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely. It depends on what you spit. They have to test the spit, obviously, to find out. But then who's doing the tests and what are the tests? And are the tests actually testing for what we think they're testing for? And how are they getting these stats? If the tests aren't testing for the certain thing, they're just guessing then? Is this like Nielsen ratings where they're just guessing who's watching what? It's all a bunch of bullshit, it sounds like. But don't be spitting on people in the middle of a pandemic. Although Trey Young's guy did spit on him. He didn't get arrested. Right. That guy get arrested? Put him in fucking Rikers, dude. Exactly. That was at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah.
Trey Young survived, by the way. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
I hope that that student section that got spit on, I hope they survived too, obviously.
We can all sleep, sounder tonight knowing that the general has aimed his sights on a new front. And we're going to be okay.
All right, let's get to a break. We're back in 4 minutes. General Bob Carpenter has picked up MD.
Yeah. He ain't done.
All right. He's quoting Johns Hopkins. He's got the Ivy League on his back now.
Bingo.
He had the Big Ten on his back for a little bit. Now he's got the Ivy League as a tag team partner in Johns Hopkins.
Putting America.
Good luck out there, Bob. I think this one's going to be a little bit fiercer war for you.
Yeah. Good luck, General.
Good luck,
Get
General.
your ducks in a row.
There's 39,000 people watching this right now. All right, we're going to go on a break. You guys should probably find something. We're back in 3 minutes. AJ Hawk will be here. What does he know? Huh? What does AJ Hawk know?
Everything.
And then Keith Cossrow of NFL Films, who is releasing a one-man story documentary about Terry Bradshaw. Can't wait to chat with him. He was the guy behind Hard Knocks in season. Good conversation. Can't wait to chat with him. And your phone calls at 1-833-4 McAfee CN3. I just saw a picture of you getting out of, I think, a 757 that was from Jim Irsay. What was that, and have you ever been in that plane before?
I thought it was like the team plane to fly all of the Indianapolis Colts. Literally, it's got the logo on it, Pat, and it was awesome. But look, that's just Jim. Pat, I had a wonderful 14 years there. It's obviously the team that I wanted to play for always. I understood the decision he had to make, and no hard feelings, and for him to send his plane to fly me and my son down here, it was a great gesture. A lot of room for me and Marshall. We were throwing the football. Pretty cool experience. Pretty cool father-son weekend.
By the way, as he's moving from event to event right now, you are the best, dude. Where are you headed right now?
I'm going to the game. I got Lynch. I got Faneca. I got these guys in the background.
Boys, congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations, boys. All right, Peyton. Oh, hey, there he is. Marshall, I hope you enjoyed that plane, pal. Hey, Peyton, last thing here. You talking to Tom Brady, you becoming friends with him. It was interesting to watch. Oh, yeah, take the photo. Take the photo. All right, we will wrap this up.
Well, I'll tell you, Pat, I don't think anybody can do what Tom has done. Look, I know how hard it was for me to get on the same page with my receivers, learn a new system, learn new coaches. But I had a full off season. I was injured. I was rehabbing. The fact that Tom has done this in a COVID pandemic off season, no time to meet with his receivers. He met with his coaches illegally by breaking into Byron Leftwich's house. So besides that, it's been incredible what he's been able to accomplish, and he deserves all the credit. His leadership is what's put the Bucs in this game today, and I have great respect for him because I know how hard it is, but he deserves all the credit.
Hey, how did you know Red 18 was coming?
Pat, I mean, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you telling that story and just growing the legend. That was about the 18th time I tried it. I was 17 going into that. And, you know, when it doesn't hit, you just keep walking. Nobody ever really tells you about it. So when it hit, I was as surprised as you were. And the reaction from some of the good old folks there in the casino that night was pretty special.
Well, I appreciate you doing that. You made me and those folks in the casino a bunch of money. Congrats on the Hall of Fame nod. Thank you for spending time. Enjoy yourself at the game, Peyton.
Pat, thanks, pal. I appreciate you.
The Sheriff, Hall of Famer, Peyton Manning. Hello and welcome back to the Pat McAfee Show here, hour 2 on this Feel Good Friday, February 4th, 2022. Your boys and I just tried to sneak a little lunch in there in a far too small of a time frame we're all learning. It is great to be back, obviously, on this glorious Feel Good Friday. I'm heading to Oklahoma City tonight.
Let's go Thunder.
Let's go Thunder.
Here we go. Giddy.
Do you feel thunder?
Thunder.
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 Lightning and the thunder, thunder, thunder. That's what we got tonight. Can't wait for that. Obviously, a big weekend of the NHL All-Star Game and Skills Challenge.
Let's go.
The Pro Bowl is happening.
Oh, yeah.
And then next week, it is Super Bowl week. And on Monday, we'll be in this studio right here. But on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we are live in L.A. on Radio Row. Big surprises planned.
Ooh.
Now, we got some guests backing out of nowhere.
What?
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
One guest in particular that I was very excited to chat about all of a sudden backs out of nowhere.
What do you mean?
Pittsburgh guy, too. What is going on?
I don't know.
I don't want to bury him, but I don't want to say his name publicly, but I'm legit. But only bad thing thus far about Super Bowl week is this one particular guest who's from Pittsburgh, who was supposed to come on the show, who I was very, very pumped about, had to back out because whatever's going on, I guess.
Billy Gardell filming a movie?
It wasn't
It's
Billy
not Billy Gardell. Billy
dude.
Gardell wouldn't back out.
Okay.
He wouldn't do it.
If Billy Gardell said, I'll come talk to you in Dahn, he's not backing out.
Okay. Thank God.
Anyways, it's going to be huge over there. And I believe an audience can come, so if you want to come see us on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, come on by. Zito's going to fly out this weekend to go set up the entire thing. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Z.
Thank you, guys.
It's been awesome to experience the Zito production method versus like all these, because in Radio Row, you got to deal with
Production.
You got to deal with all these people, especially in LA. Oh my God, everybody's the smartest people on earth. Everybody is so smart. So Zito's going over there alone, by the way. Hey, don't lose your cool out there.
Yeah, you got it, Z.
Won't do it.
Don't do it, Z. You're going to be okay. We're going to be live. And a man who's going to be joining us live every day out there
What?
is currently sitting in an attic in Ohio. He's a college football national champion, a Super Bowl champion, a Ryder Cup champion, and a COVID survivor. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron James Hall. Yeah! Good Chuck Berry shirt on you today. Have a good feel-good Friday. Listen to some music. Watch a little porn. What's going on, dude? What do you got going on?
Who's watching? Why are you watching porn?
No, you are.
That's why you wear the Chuck Berry shirt.
Give us a kiss.
That has nothing to do with pornographic material, and you know that.
Yeah, I know you're a big music fan.
Did Chuck like porn? I don't know. I just loved his music. But what's going on? Hey, good afternoon, fellas.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good
afternoon. You, AJ, what do you got going on, pal?
Nothing, man. Just digging out of this snowstorm, probably like everybody else you're talking to.
Still snowing over there. It stopped over here this earlier today, and it feels like it's going to be done for some time. But it is cold as shit, so I assume there's going to be some black ice on the roads as well. Keep your eyes out, AJ. What do you got in Ohio?
I mean, it snowed like 15, 16 inches, something like that. Ice underneath. So, yeah, it's been fun, though. Kids been out in the yard, and we've been running around in the snow.
What do you have, John Deere tractors out there pushing and piling that thing? Or you got one of them gas snowmobiles that we seen last night? You can only use it once every 7 years, but whenever you use it, you're the fucking cock of the walk dog.
I don't have that particular model. I have like a Z-Track John Deere zero-turn motor. So I got a plow that I put on front of it, and yeah, it's not perfect, but it does the work.
How many times were you out there last night? And since you are on daddy daycare, were you just like, hey, we're having a snow day. Everybody outside 6-7 hours. Is that what's going on?
I mean, yeah, what do you think's going on right now? Like, what do you think's happening? They're free-range children right now, so it's good. They know what to do. They're the older ones can help the younger ones.
They know what to do and what not to do. Of course, they're hawks.
Yeah, they definitely know what not to do. That doesn't mean they're not going to do it, but they know this is not what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, got a couple little raging hawks out there.
You can't cage Axel. That kid is on the loose right now.
Yeah, mine. I have a black plow that didn't that looks like it came with the John Deere. I bought mine afterwards.
Good traction.
Oh, aftermarket.
Wow.
Aftermarket. You put the chains on the tire on the back air.
No, I actually have them. I'm attempting to get those dang things on. That's not as easy as it looks.
Well, the thing about it is, by the time you get them on, the snow's already done. Right, you only got like one storm. You really need this each year.
Yeah.
I feel like back in the day when I was a kid, more snow.
Yeah,
100%.
Well, that's because we've been walking on Earth, pushing it down closer to the core, so it's been hotter in the society that we've been in. So less snow, maybe that's.
It also snows more in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was going to say, in Michigan, I feel like we get like 6 of these a year.
Oh, yeah.
Out here in Indiana, it says you get
We're in a
one
weird
good
area,
one.
yeah.
And it was very dry snow out here, too. Last night I was trying to pack a
Can't
good
even
snowball.
do it.
Couldn't even do it. Bad snow.
It's heavy. It was heavy and non-packing, so it wasn't great.
Yeah, it was like the worst type of snow. Shuts down an entire city, and you can't even pelt anybody with. I mean, what are we even
build a
doing?
snowman.
Well, you got to put
you got to
yeah.
dump water on it,
come
but
on.
that's whole nother recipe, I guess, you got to add in there. Whatever the case, we appreciate you for joining us and allowing your kids just to terrorize all of Columbus, Ohio. Hopefully, Uncle Wexner doesn't get a hold of them. That is obviously something we do not want ever. Let's talk about some of the news of the day, AJ.
So many inside situations happening on this show at all times.
No, everybody knows about that one.
Yeah, inside.
Uncle, yeah, I mean.
That one's just, you're saying, okay. I was going to say, that's on top of a stadium.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
It's on a couple of, everybody
Every
knows.
building on campus.
Everybody knows what old Uncle Wex
Can't
is.
be babysitting. Though.
Anyways, Jacksonville has hired Doug Pederson after being away from the NFL for a little bit. He obviously ended his reign in Philadelphia in interesting fashion. We don't know if he walked out, they fired him, but they agreed to mutually part ways. Whatever the case, they thought he was tanking at the end of the year. He and Nick Foles had a goddamn statue built upon them. They're both gone. He and Carson Wentz were supposed to be a dynamic duo. They picked Carson over Nick Foles. They broke up. Everything is kind of been blown up in that Eagles organization. Had no idea what Doug Pederson was going to do, former quarterback in the NFL. Now he's back in Jacksonville. Shad Khan's excited, hoping that Doug Pederson can replicate the magic he did in Philadelphia to bring them their first championship and can do the same down in Jacksonville. Do you see that happening, and what do you think about the hire?
I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, take over the Jacksonville Jaguars and try to take them to the playoffs. We know, what year was that when they made the run to the AFC
17.
Championship?
Yeah, 17.
2017, okay. And that was – people didn't even respect them then,
right?
I feel like.
Hackett was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and even people still felt like, oh, they're lucky to be here. I'm like, well, you're still in the AFC Championship. It's pretty good. Like, you're not a bad team by any means. But this is what happens, isn't it? Where you go from a guy like Urban Meyer, who's known as like a hard driving, like college guy that wants to be like make sure, like, hey, this is like, no easy days, whatever. And then you go to Doug Pederson, and we've seen, like, you always talk about when they're eating ice cream the night before the Super Bowl, right? Like how laid back and how much fun they're having. Like, he seems to find a great balance of holding his guys accountable, but also like letting them be individuals and enjoy themselves. So I don't know. Seems like a good hire.
I know you're on a box of cereal with one of the guys who's working in that building right now. Have they been told anything about what the future looks like? In your knowledge, you probably haven't asked them, but if you have and it's come up in conversation, what do you think that building looks like? And what about bulky already still being there? Because I thought the issue in Philadelphia, once again, we did not report this. This is just what was being alleged about the situation. Doug Pederson was hired because he was young and they could tell him what to do, allegedly. Then as he continued to grow and get better as a head coach, he wanted more say in things. And allegedly, the Philadelphia Eagles, Howie Roseman and them, didn't want to do that. So then it ended up being a kaboom situation where Doug Pederson wasn't getting enough respect. I think he thought this is just all alleged. It could be much different than how we are perceiving it right now. I don't want anybody in any of the Johns in Philadelphia to think that I'm the one making this up. But now that Balky's already there, the GM's already there, he's been there for some time, you would assume that he has the ear of the owner, right? Because they've been around a lot longer. And Shad Khan has openly, publicly said that Trent Baalke's our guy, even though Clowntown's happening with our fans. They hate this fucking guy. Doug Pederson wouldn't sign just up for another situation like he had in Philly, right? There's probably going to be some turnover here in the next couple weeks as these staffs get assembled and building kind of gets figured out. Do you think that, or you think I'm wrong in thinking that?
No, there's definitely going to be. I mean, Pederson's going to want to bring in his own guys. And you're talking about, I actually meant to reach out to Anthony Schlegel, who's the head strength coach down there. He came down there with Urban. I think he's kind of in limbo. Like, isn't the whole staff probably there? And a lot of times the new head coach will come in and at least talk to the old staff or maybe retain a few of them. I don't know what he's going to do. I hope Schlegel gets to stay there. I hope Pederson keeps him. But usually head coaches have kind of their strength guys that travel with them. Well,
and then also, I mean, at the Colts, we had our assistant strength guys stayed, and then new head guy came in basically. And so it was interesting. Like Richard Howell, who's been with the Colts, I think for like 25 years at this point, is the assistant strength coach there. He might be one of the heads now because they brought somebody. I don't know how it works, but some positions it feels like they do carry over regardless of regime. And sometimes strength coach can be that way. But also, to your point, anytime a guy gets a gig, you assume that he's envisioned what he would like his team to look like. He's envisioned what he would like his staff to look like, especially after a year away from the game and traveling around training camp to training camp, meeting people, getting a chance to watch it from a different perspective. You would think that Doug Pederson would want to come in and have some say in some stuff because he is an accomplished coach from the past. He had a chance to kind of hit the reset button. What does that mean for Baalke? I think all of Jacksonville still wonders.
Well, I just wonder if he and Baalke have a previous relationship. Have they worked together? Do they know each other? I would assume Shad Khan has to feel pretty comfortable with those two in the room to actually hire him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to remember that whenever Shad Khan was interviewing Doug Pederson, he had Baalke in the room. And what did Shad say and what did Pederson say?
He basically said, hey, like Doug, Trent Baalke, what do you think of him? Great guy, right?
And
Love this guy.
And what did Doug say?
Yeah, fuck it. He looks fine. I think I can work with him.
All right. Sounds good. You want the job?
That's potentially what happened, And also,
they leaked that footage like they did with Hackett and the Broncos.
The boys been doing some deep dive research.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to give up your sources.
No,
not at liberty at this time.
Yeah, it's good journalism from Talks. But Doug Pederson also probably said, yeah, it's cool, whatever. How much you paying me? Am I a head coach again? Am I in the NFL? I don't have to deal with any of the bullshit. Are you guys still building all those buildings that you and Urban put together? Are we still building this entire place up? Cool. That's what we'll do.
Do I have Trevor Lawrence to work with too? Like that's a big part of it.
Is there 2 pools in the stadium? All right, I'm in. All right, let's do it. But that whole, if they win, they'll be good. If not, it'll be terrible. I mean, that's just every situation. It's impossible to judge before it even starts. Eric Bieniemy interviewing with the Saints tomorrow. Houston Texans allegedly going to make their decision this weekend is what Ian Rapoport has projected or predicted. And, whenever it comes to the Texans, everybody just assumes that's Josh McCown.
Yep.
But Brian Flores also a finalist there. The Saints, Eric Bieniemy, and I think others are interviewing down there. The Dolphins. What the hell's going on with the Dolphins? You guys have... Maybe it is Raheem coming out of the Super Bowl, just like Kevin O'Connell. We haven't heard anything. Have you heard anything out of the Dolphins camp?
No, it's just clear that they always had a plan like they always do. They were ready for this. They didn't, it's smart. It's absolutely brilliant.
Could Leftwich?
It's a trash franchise.
Hey, Raheem would be sweet. Raheem would be awesome down in Miami, I think.
Raheem would be awesome, and that might be why it's so quiet, because they haven't been able to trap with him, just like the Kevin O'Connell thing.
Rap Sheet tweeted that Mike McDaniel has an interview on Saturday, and that they're kind of like zeroing in on him a little bit.
I do think it will be him. It would make sense. Flores was defensive coach.
They did.
Deadspin did
report. They had it before everybody else.
They had it all right, too, whenever they reported it. They had it all right whenever they reported it. That's going to be an interesting situation to follow as well. I mean, this morning, Bieniemy was being talked about on TV, and they were showing video of Flores. So, it's interesting how everybody... I just hope the fucking right shit happens.
Yeah.
I hope all the right shit. I honestly believe that. There's a lot of lawsuits coming at the NFL right now, and that class action suit led by Brian Flores is going to be a big one. The $100,000 thing is huge. The hiring process, obviously massive. The NFL has already admitted fault at that basically years ago when they put in the Rooney Rule, and then they followed up on it. So that's going to be obviously a massive conversation, and I have no idea what the right answer is there. I have no clue what the right answer is there. I'm assuming that the people filing the lawsuit have ideas, and the NFL may be able to figure that out. The $100,000 bonus for losing games, though, from the owner, with Cameron Wolf, who works at the NFL Network, saying he has found other witnesses that can clarify or whatever the what's that called? Confirm this entire story. I mean, that's going to be big, especially with the sports gambling thing going. I mean, sports gambling, the Caesars, I guess, is going to have a Super Bowl ad. $7 million for a 30-second ad is what NBC is charging right now. So conversation around the office from Bruce Brown. Those commercials are going to look like crypto, sportsbook, crypto, Doritos.
Yep.
Sportsbook,
Bud Light.
crypto,
Yeah.
Bud Light. I mean, that's a lot of money. $7 million for 30-second ads on the NBC right now.
I mean, that's hopefully we get some good beer commercials out of it, maybe.
Well, with the New York gambling numbers, I'm sure there's going to be much more sports books jumping in there, too.
Here is the handle from New York in the last 20-some days or whatever. It's like 1.8 billion or something like that, which cracks the New Jersey record of 1.3 billion. The handle, it is more by $500 million than the next highest. Everybody knew that the New York rollout was going to be huge, was going to be massive. $1.8 billion handle in 1 month or less than 1 month. What does that mean? Yeah, 1.6, sorry.
What does it mean, handle exactly?
Yeah, so there's differentiating between revenue. Handle is just total amount of bets taken in, I believe. Handle is the amount of bets. And then there's obviously the juice, and then there's revenue, and then there's how much New York is getting, which is like 51% of revenue, I believe. So that big number there, we have no idea how much each sports book actually saw from the 1.6 billion in 1 month, but we can assume it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Even though I hit 2 same-game parlays.
That was pretty good, too.
I had 2 same-game parlays on Championship Sunday where there was a lot of money on the line. That was only 16 million, I guess. Golly, only 16 million.
Yeah, but the Super Bowl one
is going big.
Oh.
Hey, I'm stacking a same-game parlay already in my head that's going to hit, and I can't wait to see what we're going to go. We're going to go Super Bowl. A lot of people getting their final bets of the season in. Let's go ahead and take them for everything they got. Finally got hot. Now is the time. We need to break these sons of bitches at FanDuel. What were you going to say, Tone?
For the revenue and the handle or whatever. I remember when Jersey was like 1.3 or 1 billion, the revenue was like 80 or 90 million, something like that. So like of $1 billion bet, they made like 80 or 90 million on revenue or something like that.
So there's also real, I don't know, I guess it is not that big of margins in the entire thing. You see that
they pay a huge amount of all their money out, right? Like to the state, like all the taxes. I know, what state was it saying it would bring in like 250 mil a year just in that? You guys said that, right?
I would assume it's New York. New York. No, I don't know if it's 250 million.
Going to a fund or whatever. You guys posted on the.
Oh, that's for Florida. Yeah, the projected amount of. So it would be more in New York then, because New York has more people. It'd be way more. Yeah, but I think these numbers getting out there and the revenue coming in, this will hopefully get other states to open this thing up. And listen, we can let the losers lose. We win around here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ain't that right, AJ?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time, right?
Well, not me. No. Hamilton does, though.
Well, Super Bowl. Last year's Super Bowl, remember that same game?
I had a $25,000 same game parlay last year. I still lost $5,000 because I put $30,000 on the coin toss.
I remember that.
I'm gonna bet $100,000 live this year.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
On one or total?
No, I'm gonna bet obviously the coin toss. I'll probably have the same game parlay that we're going, and then a bunch of live bets. We're going to be live betting this thing.
Yeah,
let's get it all in those 4 quarters. It's it's all we got until next season.
I've been meaning to tell the office, if you like something right now, put it in before we go to California, because
yes,
that's a very good point.
I already thought about that. Yeah, we will be back though. We will be back by the Super Bowl.
There you go.
We got a big time. Has that been announced?
I don't
know.
Nope.
But you probably can.
No, I don't know if I'm the guy. There's a lot of other people involved. A lot of really smart people.
What?
Is AJ part of it?
You wouldn't get it, dude.
AJ is part of it.
Yeah,
he knows about it.
I'm not part of it.
You are part of it.
You bringing cigars?
What are we talking about?
Stuff.
Los Angeles.
What are we talking about?
Los Angeles. You bringing cigars out there?
I don't know. Most likely.
Yeah, what? I mean, if he doesn't.
Why are you
bring
so
cigars-
defensive, dude? What's your problem?
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
I understand you walk around with a turkey bag of cigars. Tone just asked if you were bringing them because I think that was Tone saying, "Hey, we smoking cigars together," and you.
Oh yeah, I
said,
definitely
no.
I thought Tone meant
fucking
like.
guy.
I thought he meant like. I started thinking, are you what you talking about? Some kind of event where cigars will be smoked? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I believe
It's
it
certainly
could.
possible.
Yeah, we're at it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have a Ziploc bag full most likely.
You don't say. If this guy doesn't bring cigars, he'll tear apart wherever the hell he's staying.
Yeah, you're right. That's how he keeps it calm.
Yeah, we can't have that.
That's how he keeps that calm, man. Let's go to some phone calls here before.
I tell you what, it'll be nice to smoke a cigar outdoors.
Yeah.
Been a while.
hell yeah.
Been a while for me.
What?
Yeah, normally you're just in that attic, just taking it all in.
You guys have a sweet rooftop too.
Oh, I'll be smoking cigars too.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah, we're at the palace.
Yeah, they're gonna look like pre-rolls, but they're just cigars. That's all. Maybe get some Khalifa Kush over there too.
What's that?
Yeah,
It's marijuana.
it's marijuana.
Snoop Dogg stuff too.
Oh, Snoop Dogg's got some stuff.
I-
Ricky Williams
I
got some
assume.
stuff.
Oh, Heisman.
We should be trying to smoke everybody's stuff while we're in the very legal state of California. Not
Seth
even-
Rogen's.
Well, he just charges $700 for a charger.
Yeah, but that's the house playing charger. I mean, come on. It's a
think-
car charger, but in your house.
Bro, he put a car lighter in a block, charged $700 to people, and we got one person who bought.
Yep.
I assume a lot of people did. That is the biggest waste of money I've ever seen.
I thought he makes like ashtrays. Doesn't he sculpt them himself?
That's a different thing, and that is also $2,000.
Jeez Louise.
I do like the water bong, though, that Wiz shows in his thing where he flips that thing around.
Yeah.
That seems to be quite a weapon.
Yeah.
Wiz is making real stuff. Seth's trying to steal money from people, although I do enjoy Seth's laugh.
Yeah, and his
Who
vases.
doesn't?
He's making some pretty cool bosses.
Yeah, he does have good bosses. That charger fucking
Oh,
car thing.
yeah.
Can we bring that with us?
The charger car thing.
Yeah, maybe toss it in the ocean.
Bruce has to be so upset.
Oh, yeah. Well, and we tried to tell him, like, hey, rubes like you are why they're going to keep making this thing because this thing's going to stink. When you dude, it's only $400. Like, yeah.
Nice.
Great investment.
Look at this. It's called a Bic.
Let's go.
This thing was $199.
Yeah.
It actually came in a 5-pack. Yeah. Different colors, too. And it's portable, and you don't need to plug it in, and it doesn't take 20 minutes to warm up.
But have fun.
But hey, I'm happy you spent $400 on it. Hey, there's only a few going to be made, we assume.
Wait, you mean like a cigarette lighter plug?
Yes.
In the
Bingo.
middle of a box. Yeah, well, I think it has to be here because Bruce won't take that home because he doesn't want to look at it.
The thing weighs 400 pounds, too.
Yeah,
so.
it's $1 per pound.
Yeah.
Is it meant to be like hey, this is a throwback piece of machinery I have here?
I think it was supposed to be like kind of a fun nostalgia thing, but $400, the nostalgia is where my money goes.
There we go. Yeah. Careful. It's
This thing right
expensive.
here, dude. This is
Oh, it's tiny. Wait, flip it up. Can I see the top?
yeah.
It's car.
Pull that out.
Well,
No, you just charged it.
Oh, it's legit. Just the actual lighter.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
It. That is it. That is it.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
But I think that's what Seth was banking on. Like,
Does it work though? You
Since
have
Ace
to plug that
Ventura
in though.
threw one out of his.
yeah, you have to plug this in. And
The
this,
cable's only 4 inches too. So
yeah, and you plug it into a wall.
It like hangs
I'm not
off
really
the wall.
sure.
$400.
what a hustle.
You don't have one of those in your truck, AJ?
I guess is it considered art?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
partially.
it's granite.
Art Deco, probably.
It is very nice. It is very nice.
Whoa.
Yeah, I hear that.
I mean, it's a
If I
slab.
start smoking cigs in my car, I'll get one.
You should. You should. It's a very good pastime.
I'll tell you, I don't know if this desk has enough room for this one.
Yo, you got it. Yeah, pop that sucker up there.
It is right here. All right, let's go to the phones. Let's go to
See
Steve.
see when it pops up.
Well, it's not plugged in.
It might stay.
I
for
know.
It'll still.
That's why I'm waiting to stare at it.
40 minutes later.
Remember when Ace Ventura threw one out of a monster truck into a guy's lap?
Let's go to the phones. Stephen in Massachusetts, what's going on, bub?
Hey, Pat, what's going on, man?
Hey, just hanging, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I just want to thank you guys for keep putting me in the promo, dude, because that clip of me calling in last time, man,
Well, this is Steven.
it's
Steve.
definitely raving.
Steven, so you're
The Steven.
in Nashville, Massachusetts, you're moving around.
No. So what happened was when I called in,
Sounds like
I was
you're in a
trying to
tunnel.
say
What?
Massachusetts. I was trying to say Massachusetts.
What's that?
What?
And I went to ended up becoming in Nashville.
Oh, so you've been in Massachusetts this entire time. Nashville was just a misunderstanding between you and Mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, You could have said it wasn't you then. You know, they could have said that was somebody else. That was Steven in Nashville. You're Steven in Massachusetts. But I like the fact that you're like, nah.
Well, yeah, that's why I was saying, like, when I was talking to you guys, I said I thought you guys were talking to the other guy. It's because I thought that somebody, Steven from Nashville, called in.
Oh, okay. I can understand it a lot more. Obviously.
Oh, okay.
Here we are on the 5-Hour Energy phone line with Steven in Nashville in Massachusetts.
Here we go.
Steven, what do you want to talk about today, bub?
Oh, so I just wanted to talk about the Patriots might be interested in signing Adam Gase. And my first thought you guys remember when he signed up with the Jets? Because I know you guys are talking about guys being on the stuff. That was definitely a bad press conference. So now, if things go wrong on the sidelines, I get to see like Bill Belichick's son doing all those weird faces, and then you get Adam Gase doing all those like eyeball moves and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Steven in Nashville in Massachusetts.
no.
Thank you, man.
He's got energy.
We had one.
No, we did not. We should not have done that to him. He's been through enough.
Yeah, he said thank you. He said thank you for putting him in the promo.
Yeah, but you're the one who always goes, "Oh, why are you bullying this guy?
Exactly.
Why
Well,
would you
I did.
ever call into this show?" Is what you
I
said.
did until I realized Steven loves being part of it.
Well, that's the thing. He's Steven in Massachusetts, and we clearly said Steven in Nashville, so he could have said it wasn't him if he didn't enjoy it, I guess. But boy, at the time, whenever he said, "Don't do this to me, man," that really
Come on, Pat, don't do it.
Hey, that hit me.
In here.
That hit me. Did you watch the skill showdown last night from the Pro Bowl? It was quite an interesting thing.
I saw little bits here and there. It looked like it was pretty cold. I know Micah Parsons is very fast and very jacked, but yeah, these guys are talented players. Why? I mean, they had different players hosting it, right? Saw Cam Jordan doing a little bit.
Just one, actually.
Oh, I thought of JJ. I thought I saw a clip of JJ doing something.
What is your problem? So we will talk about Cam Jordan as a host. I don't know if he was necessarily built for the role that he was in or told what he was supposed to do. I'm not 100% sure, but I like the energy that he brought. I enjoyed the scoring system on the greatest catch or the whole adding that in there like it's a dunk contest. I guess it's out of 100. You know, it can't go any more than 100, can't go any less than 100. Cam Jordan, friend of the show, think he got thrown into a spot he didn't necessarily know where he was, and it was cold as hell. Why can't we just have that thing in Hawaii? And let's go ahead and, let's do it. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's put these skill showdown type things together. Let's offer up real money so Tyreek Hill does want to run in that thing. It was a quick gun. I don't think Tyreek Hill knew what he was doing. Chubb was really going for it. Micah is a grown-ass man. Couple incredible catches. Mac Jones looked good. Russell Wilson put on a clinic. Kirk Cousins is throwing the ball hard. Throwing the ball hard. But the dodgeball, the most important part of the entire show, was shot from one angle. It was just one drone shot. You see this photo here. This is much closer than the coverage got last night by a mile.
Yep.
But I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked the fact that they did give away money to the winners. You heard Justin Jefferson say, "Hey, we got this trophy, big grill in, sunglasses on, and we got this bread," right? And everybody said, "Yeah, we got this bread." I like that. Let's take it to Hawaii. Let's up the amount of money we're winning and giving away. And let's make this thing like the old school NFL quarterback challenge and skill showdown.
We were watching Deebo Samuel's stories this morning. Do you think that prize money, how long do you think that lasted in Vegas last night?
Straight to the bar.
Yeah.
Straight to the bar. Last night was probably epic in Vegas. Every night, I assume, is epic in Vegas. But those boys getting able to run around with a little extra pocket change, I mean,
Where are they staying? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I know Dan was roaming around drunk, Orlovsky was roaming around drunk all over the place.
Was he really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, was he filming himself do this?
Well, not just him. It was Mina, Laura, Swagoo. We were watching them take a little tour around Vegas, and Dan's eyes just got more and more, "I don't think I should be doing this." The rest of the whole way. It was on the internet. It was a fun little story last night, actually.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah, by the way, I would like our crew to like each other as much as that NFL Live crew likes each other. They got that it factor. Hey, you know that camaraderie thing we talked about? That NFL Live crew is all the way, and it was fun to see them get out and about and celebrate the year that was last night in Vegas.
Yeah.
You don't think we have that?
I agree.
I don't think we have that. Diggs asked if you were bringing cigars, and you go, "Yeah, fuck you. What of it?" Like,
Yeah, it's true.
it's a problem. That's
have
a problem.
that. We have that.
I heard Mina yell that at Swagoo one time. What do you mean?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. They have a different friendship, I think, but it does seem as if they are all in, and I would like us to potentially, hopefully, reach that one day.
We can certainly try.
We're there.
They've had a hell of a year. They deserved it.
I agree. That's what the Super Bowl is, by the way.
Yeah.
Super Bowl is like the year end. This is our holiday party. This is our wrap up. This is all the hours. This is our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All of our chatting all year about everything that happened. You know, it comes to a lot of meetings happening in LA, a lot of conversations happening in LA. Hopefully, a lot of look back on the season that was not only for us but everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, good on us.
Nice job, guys.
Good on us, hey. You too, AJ. But good on us.
I thought we were trying to be tight like them. Why you gonna throw that at me?
Well, you're the problem. The guy asks you to bring cigars, and you say, "Hey, Tone, you and I will never smoke the same quality of tobacco."
Yeah,
that's what he said to him.
He said that to me.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's what he said.
Imagine, like, you know what's crazy? There's people like that really think that would tell someone like, I would never stoop low enough to hang out with you.
Yeah, there's people that actually think that. Do people say that? I don't know. If anybody was,
I think there's got to be people that say it.
Well, next week we're probably going to meet a lot of them. If I had to guess, and we are the people that they would never hang out with, but they're going to be forced to be in the same room as us. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to chit chat with the fine folks at NFL Films, because I think we have a couple people that, I think we can deem this guy a friend of the show now.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He was the supervising producer for the Hard Knocks in season with the Indianapolis Colts, which was a fantastic series that was cut too short because Contown beat the Colts out of the playoffs in the last week of the season. They were going to go on the entire run all the way to the Super Bowl, in which that is where the Colts were supposed to head, but obviously a 4.4 QBR. He also directed Terry Bradshaw's most recent one-man story, basically, called Going Deep documentary on HBO Max. It was released 2 days ago. We saw some clips. We tried to watch the entire thing. Looks like it is beautifully done. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who's been in NFL Films for 25 years, I believe, Keith Cossrow.
Yeah, Keith!
Had a baby, Keith. Had a baby.
Good to be back, fellas.
Hey, it's great to have you back. We watched some of the Going Deep doc. Didn't want to ruin it. My wife and I think my wife would like to watch it as well. That thing was beautifully done, Keith. Hey, not that NFL Films would ever put out something that wasn't. That thing was gorgeous, so congratulations.
Keith.
Thank you. We shot the crap out of that thing. We went to Branson, Missouri with Terry last summer. He was doing 4 shows at the Clay Cooper Theater in Branson, Missouri. He's got this show. He's got a band. He sings songs, which kind of a rockabilly vibe. Okay. And he tells stories about his life. And we've been aware of it for several years and always we thought we could build a really cool Terry Bradshaw film around this thing. And he didn't show much interest. And then HBO, we told HBO about it. They got interested. And then Terry liked that idea. And so we spent 10 days with him in Branson. I interviewed him there for a total of like 6 hours backstage in one of the dressing rooms. And we shot all 4 shows. We shot the crap out of them. So yeah, we're proud of it. It's a really, it's a different kind of film. I definitely, you're gonna watch the first 10 minutes and say, "What the hell is this?"
Oh, there's some singing early. Early.
Yeah, he starts singing, and you're like, "What is this? Why do we have a Terry Bradshaw Variety Hour on HBO?" Stick with it. First of all, he's a lot of fun. Of course, he's Terry Bradshaw. He's one of the most gifted storytellers in the history of the NFL, but probably pro sports. Right? There aren't many guys like Terry Bradshaw. Well, McAfee's pretty good.
Wow, no.
Barkley's pretty good.
No.
But Bradshaw's a pretty gifted storyteller. So we thought, and it turned out everything we thought it could be. And he, as the title suggests, he goes deep. He gets into some things. He drops some. He gets a little selective with his language. His language will be yeah, you get a little bit of a different Terry Bradshaw in this show than you've ever seen before. I guarantee you that.
Keith, is this? I haven't seen it yet. Obviously, is it anything like Mike Tyson's one-man show that he was doing?
A little different because Terry's singing here. I never saw the Tyson one. I don't think Tyson sang, did he?
No, he just told stories, but he had great big screens behind him that would go with his stories. It was just very well produced too.
Well, Terry's been doing this show for years. He had a residency in Vegas before the pandemic. And then he hadn't done it in a couple of years.
Adele.
But it's not like super crazy videos everywhere. We added a few videos for our purposes. we popped up the Immaculate Reception during the part of the show where he talked about that. And then after each show, I would go in the audience and we would do an extra Q&A. We kept the audience there to get into some other parts of his career that, he keeps his show light, and this show goes into some darker places. He's had a lot of struggles, Bradshaw, that I'm not sure many people are aware of. He's battled depression for most of his life. He's got ADHD, and his time in Pittsburgh left him with a lot of scars, which is crazy to think about. Guy was the first pick in the draft and won 4 Super Bowls, and it's, remembered rightly as one of the best players in the history of football. And but there's a lot more there. His time in Pittsburgh was tough.
Do you think that this is like the only doc that'll be done on Terry Bradshaw? Is that kind of how you looked at it? Like we can tell his entire story here? Or do you think he meant for it to be that way? Is that what you were shooting for when you go into it? Or do you think there'll be more?
I think it will be hard to do another. I don't think he'll do another one like this. He went into this, and I give him so much credit, because he went into this and said, I'm going to go all in if I do this, and I'm not going to like it. He would say, I'm going to hate these interviews, but we're going to do them. And I'm going to go, I got to talk about Chuck Noll, and I know I got to talk about Pittsburgh, and I know I got to talk about all this stuff I don't want to talk about. 20 minutes into our first interview, and we did 3 separate interviews over the course of the week, he mentioned his 3 divorces. And I was like, all right. He had married an Olympic figure skater, JoJo Starbuck, back in the day in the 70s. And that was his second wife. And so he brings his divorces up, and I said, well, why don't you give me a thumbnail of the 3 divorces, which is not an easy thing to ask. And he went for about 10 minutes on the divorces and kind of gave a whole history of his failed marriages, which was extremely painful for him to do. And at that point, you knew, okay, he's not messing around. He really came to tell his story.
You didn't expect that, huh? You expected it to be pretty positive because of what the show normally was?
No, I knew that we were going to go to some places that weren't going to be comfortable, and we had talked about it. I didn't know that he would go there. I certainly didn't think he'd go there half an hour into our first interview. When you sit down and do these interviews, like if somebody's doing like a biographical documentary about you, you're going to have to talk about everything. It doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah.
But he got into it, and he, man, to his credit, like I can't say enough how grateful we are to Terry, because he didn't leave anything on the table here.
Thank you, TB.
Thank you, TB. He's an interesting guy, an interesting character.
I can't wait to watch.
He says at one point in the film, he says, we might have even sent you this clip over this morning. He says, I wish I was loved and respected the way Brady and Manning and Rodgers Staubach are.
There's one thing in my life I do wish I had, and I'll say this. I wish I was loved and respected. And I understand, I know I don't deserve this. I just wish I had it. Like Brady and like Peyton, Rodgers Staubach.
Whoa.
But when I sit back in my life as a football player, I never had that kind of respect. And I wish I did. I really do wish I did.
Hey, that music drop, by the way. Wow. Hey, good scoring. Hey, good scoring in that documentary. But also, that's that type of what you're talking about, of reaching into like maybe the flaws or the self-consciousness versions of Terry Bradshaw, which makes the best documentary. Go ahead, AJ. I'm sorry about it, bub.
Yeah, well, I guess what would have happened if you sat down with all these interviews and he didn't go as deep as he did? Because I think it's awesome. Just seeing that clip alone, like to be vulnerable enough to actually say that, I think is really cool of him. Like, what happens if he doesn't give you all this good stuff?
That's a good question. Sometimes when and you guys know this, when you do interviews, right, and you're kind of in media mode and you're guarded and you're given the pat answers, it's tough to break through. We did an HBO documentary with Joe Namath like 10 years ago, and we knew we were going to have to go to some tough places with Namath too. And the thing we did with Namath was you study everything these guys say. We've interviewed Terry Bradshaw 20 times over 50 years. Steve Sable interview. Yeah. So I studied all these interviews, and we did the same thing for Namath. So what you do is you say, we're going to do 3 interviews. And we ended up interviewing Joe Namath for 11 hours for this HBO doc 10 years ago, because you ask a question. And I love Joe Namath. He's the coolest.
Yeah. We're not as cool as Joe Montana.
Namath is the coolest.
Yeah, not as cool as Joe Montana, but Joe Montana's a cool guy. Yeah,
both Western Pennsylvania boys.
Well, I know. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. But mostly Western Pennsylvania creates cool guys. But Joe Montana saved a baby from abduction with a football by breaking the beak of the.
I'm not going to argue. Montana's very cool. So you ask a question, right? And you kind of know sometimes what the answer you're going to get is, because you've studied it. This is the story that this person likes to tell when he's asked this type of question. So you go through it, they answer the question that way, and then you kind of go back again. You build in enough time in the interview that you can kind of attack it from a couple angles and try to get to a different place. And if there's a wall there, you see if you can't break through it. And some guys, you're never going to get through it, right? Some guys just aren't going to go where you want them to go. But I think in most cases, and certainly with Namath and certainly in this Bradshaw film, they know what they're getting into when they're going to do a documentary for HBO or they're going to do a 30 for 30. They know, bring your A game. And
Keith, are you just plugged into HBO? Are you the guy? Like, if something needs to get to HBO, you just have a great relationship with them over there, or are you?
Well, we have we have such a great relationship with HBO. We've been making movies with them for 40 years.
Hey, what about rights? What about game rights? You think they're going to get involved in live rights now that Amazon's involved? Do you think there's going to be other people?
Well, HBO's got this big merger coming, Q2 of 2022. We got to see what happens.
Who are they merging with?
With Discovery, right? Discovery's buying Warner.
Of course.
Media.
Wow.
So then HBO becomes part of the whole Discovery family, and we'll see what happens. There's the big rights conversation right now is with Sunday Ticket, and we'll see if the NFL comes up with a direct-to-consumer product or Sunday Ticket stays on DirecTV. Those are the conversation. That's the one package that's kind of hanging out there right now.
Well, DirecTV's dead. We all know that. They're dead. Yeah. They're dead and water. Not that you can't say that. Obviously, you guys have a great relationship.
Also owned by Warner, right? I think AT&T owns DirecTV and Warner.
Well, there's like 6 companies that just own everything, actually. And it sounds like you guys have a good relationship with everybody, as you should. You do a great job with the game in the biggest league on earth. But there's going to be a lot of money coming into the league and into NFL films. And I'm pumped for you because you do a great job. And I can't wait to see you continue to do so. Go ahead, Ty.
Keith, with this taking almost a year for the entire process, and with you guys' relationship with HBO, are you guys in production? Are you just planning on making several of these NFL type documentaries over the next couple years, or how does that process work?
Perfect, because I need to ask you guys. We got a meeting on Monday with HBO. We got a meeting with Bentley Weiner, the executive producer here of HBO Sports right now, and Teen Moda, who's coordinating producer. We got a meeting with them on Monday to talk about what documentary we should do this year.
Nice.
So let's hear it. You guys got any ideas?
Tom Brady.
Mongo.
Aaron Rodgers. Mongo McMichael.
Yeah, Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, we can't do back-to-back Steelers quarterback.
Well,
Ricky Williams.
Terry says he isn't even a Steeler.
Yeah, Terry,
Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams.
How many documentaries are we doing on Ricky Williams?
Wow.
We got a 30 for 30 already.
Hey, the next one's the best one, man.
Yeah,
I can't wait. He's got a Heisman company.
Bill Carr.
I don't think O.J. Simpson's a good one. I think that's been pretty well documented. I don't know. We'll think.
Michael Lombardi.
Sidney Crosby.
We'll go. Jay Glazer.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Jay Glazer.
Jay Glazer's a good one. His book is good, huh?
Unbreakable. Did you read it?
No, I keep seeing.
Oh, Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James, good doc.
You guys like Edge? We've been talking about doing a football life
Ed Reed
on Edge. We've never done a football life on Edge. You think
What about
Yes,
Johnson?
Edge deserves a football. Before we move on to anybody else, Edgerrin James definitely deserves a football life.
Hell yeah.
100%.
What's the elevator pitch on Edge's football life?
From gold teeth to gold jackets, dog. You never fucking
That's
understand.
pretty damn good.
Yeah. That's his. That's not mine. That's his. That's not me. But he has a book out right now. I'm sure you could read it and be like, yeah, we should absolutely do that. I think Calvin Johnson's a good one.
We did Megatron's football life this year. It's a good one. Check it out.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Did you acknowledge the curse that the Detroit Lions have forever now because they took his money from him?
Yeah.
Well, that curse goes back to that's the curse of Bobby Lane, Pat.
That's true.
You know the curse of Bobby that goes back when
Well,
they
then
traded
Barry
Bobby
Sanders
Lane.
as well.
Yes. How many
We talked
curses
about-
does this
What do you
goddamn
guys
franchise
just kill
have?
everybody?
Night
Ford
Ford
family
family
train
curse.
lane.
Jesus
God,
Christ.
Detroit stinks. What is your problem? Get that team out of there.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
San
mean,
Antonio.
Move them.
Bobby Lane.
Hey,
and
Keith, can you just tell us now, will Hard Knocks be in Detroit this season? Because it's pretty much the only right answer, everyone says.
There is no selection yet, but we know that the Lions are eligible to be selected for Hard Knocks. If we have the annual, which teams are eligible for Hard Knocks parlor talk. There's the Edge book. Yeah,
It's good.
the Lions are eligible for Hard Knocks, so that'll certainly be a conversation.
Keith, how much does it cost for us to get NFL rights? Right, we've been dancing around. We didn't know if the first time talking to you was the right time to talk to you, but now that we got you back, and we can't wait to watch you, Terry. We know you got a big brain. You and Todd over there, big time brains. How do we get a minute a week of highlights that I can just put right here, just so I can do? Boom! Look at this play right here. That would make the show.
You guys got all the money, McAfee, with the fan. You got all the FanDuel money, right?
Well, I got money from other places too, but I'm trying not to spend that. Obviously, I'm trying to have the boys.
Hey, we love. We're big fans of the show, and we are happy to be on and be part of everything you do. We went over this last time. We love McAfee.
Are you going to be out there at the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I get there Wednesday.
Let's have a meeting. Us and NFL Films have a little meeting.
Absolutely.
We just got rights.
Okay, so can we do that before I have meetings with other people? Because I'm having meetings with other people to potentially get rights. I'd like to talk to you guys beforehand to see if there's a chance, so I don't have to maybe glad hand anybody else.
Leverage.
You know what I mean? The whole leverage situation, Keith.
We love meetings. We love meetings at the Super Bowl. We did the coolest meeting we had at the Super Bowl in Minnesota 4 years ago. We sat down with Peyton Manning, and that was where his show Peyton's Places was born, that we do for ESPN Plus, which is we just started shooting season 3 of, and has spun off into Eli's Places and Abby Wambach's Places, and we got Rhonda's Places, and Poppy's Places. So that started with a Super Bowl meeting with Peyton.
Pat's Places. I don't know.
That's a
ring.
Pat's Places.
This Super Bowl coming up, a lot of good stories. What would you, as a storyteller for the NFL, enjoy more? This Joey Burrow young squad having no idea how big the moment is that they're in right now, and this is going to be a great documentary for a team that doesn't have an indoor facility, had to get on some basic-ass buses in flip-flops in the middle of a blizzard, drive down the road to the University of Cincinnati, where there's an entire student section basically waiting for them, get in there and get their work done. They're playing in the Super Bowl in 2022. There's a $110 billion rights deal. There's $10 beers at every stadium. There's only things are going up. They don't have an indoor practice facility. Would you like that to be the story? Or do you think like Matthew Stafford and the superstars come together to kind of get the job done together in LA in their home stadium? Which one do you think is the better story looking ahead? Or do you think both are potential great documentaries on the way? Yeah. It's fucking a lot.
I love them, but you know what I've been thinking about all week, because this has been our conversation. This is the kind of stupid stuff we talk about.
It's not stupid.
It's not stupid. It's a good question. Thanks for saying my question was stupid.
No, not what you said. Here's what we talk about.
Okay.
What was the correct uniform combo for this game? Because we're going to shoot this Super Bowl with 32 cameras, right? And we're going to be showing these highlights for the next 100 years. You're going to be watching NFL films no matter what happens. Burrow throws 4 touchdowns. Stafford throws 4 touchdowns. Whatever happens, you're going to be watching highlights forever. And these two teams have a lot of uniform combos they wore this season. I just watched a rough cut of Road to the Super Bowl, our show that tells the story of the whole season, airs on Super Bowl Sunday. Between those two teams, they've got like 12 different uniforms.
The Bengals are wearing the black jerseys with the white pants.
Yes.
Good job.
And I think the Rams are in white jerseys. They're not wearing bone, which I think we can all agree is the correct decision.
They're not wearing what?
They have that bone. You know that gray? They got that gray jersey. They call it. Look it up. Look it up.
Really?
Look it up. They got a.
Yeah.
They got their third jersey is called bone colored.
It's almost like an off-white.
Yeah. See.
I just didn't know they called it bone.
Bone.
Well, you guys questioned me.
Same
color of
bone.
Bone,
Bone.
Bone.
Bone. Like bone. Like your femur. Look it up.
Bone. Like dog a bone.
I've heard that, but we couldn't hear what you were saying there. We know what you were talking about, obviously.
Yeah.
White's tough. That's 8K. You know, towards later in the season where the Colts, we wore all white Spanx, my belly button just became more and more apparent. There was always just, you know what I mean? So think about that when you're shooting these guys in all white, Keith.
But I think Burrow's awesome. Burrow, he's fun to mic up. He's good. He reminds me of Montana a little bit. Doesn't he remind you of Montana a little bit?
Joey Cool.
Joe and Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Is that? I mean, that's a lot. But he's in the Super Bowl in his second season. And the thing about it is, you say, all right, Burrow could lose this one. He'll be back 100 times. He's gonna, all these young quarterbacks in the AFC. We remember who went to the Super Bowl in his second season and never made it back, right? Mm-hmm. Come on, pop quiz, fellas. Marino, right? Marino never made it back.
Never made it back, huh?
There was no
He also never
backed out of that one.
Yeah.
So if Burrow, there's as much at stake for Burrow as there is for Matt Stafford and his band of Hall of Famers. You got to win it when you get there, right?
Yeah,
AJ?
Well, I was there my rookie year, never made it back. We almost lost all of our games just 2 years later. Go ahead, AJ.
I mean, that's kind of what the Bengals are doing the opposite of that right now.
Congrats to them, too.
Yes, indeed.
Congrats to them. Hey, you mentioned miking people up. So when you're deciding who to mic up, and does anyone tell you how many players you're allowed to mic on each squad? Do you have to check it with the team? How does all that work?
It's an intricate process led by the senior executive at NFL Films, Ross Kidover. So Ross works with all 30.
Ross is the best. Handsome.
Ross
is super handsome. We love Ross.
Big Ross.
Big brain.
Love Ross.
Big brain Ross. Love Ross.
So Ross works with all 32 teams, right? And he books the wires every week. So he's in contact with the Bengals and the Rams. And there will probably be 3 or 4 guys mic'd up for each team.
What's his last name?
Ketover. Ketover. Big hitter. Ketover's the guy you want to meet with.
No, we want to meet with you, Keith. You're our guy.
I'll be there with Ketover. I'll clean up.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Ketover's the boss.
You say to Russ, you say, "Hey, here's a friend of ours."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's all we need. We appreciate that. We're going to check out the Terry Bradshaw doc on HBO Max and HBO, I believe. Mm-hmm. Incredible work by you guys, as always. We can't wait to see you next week down in Super Bowl.
All right, fellas. We'll see you in L.A.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Cossrow. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate that, man. We do need to get rights.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And we found the heavy hitter. Ketover sounds like he hits grand slams.
Can we do a documentary?
I'm sure.
From the chop pass to the chopping block. The story of Urban Meyer 2021. That's good.
As a Jaguar. Yeah. Call him back. We should tell him. We shouldn't do that. We won't do it enough justice.
No. I mean, we gave him 15 different.
No one's going to cover that like we would, though.
Well, I think that is why we potentially don't ever get rights.
Could be.
Really?
What? There's an entire process to get rights. Like, you have to get, there's like a whole thing.
Win an Emmy and shit?
No. I don't think so.
Right, you're talking the different rights. I don't think a lot of people know. You're saying like some places have rights for like a certain amount of like 5 minutes of highlights. How's it work?
Yeah, so that's all worked into a bundle deal overall. So bigger deals are done, and then there's decisions made on social clips and TV clips and what you're allowed to do, how many minutes per week. There's some places have more TV minutes than they have social minutes. So whenever they clip something from TV to put it on social, they'll just put a photo over what was a video because it's all tracked, I guess. And all those, every minute, every second is documented basically in these deals whenever you try to get rights. So for us, for instance, I think a great thing to make our show maybe take the next step for next season would be nice to have some rights. It'd be nice to have some, now that we do have, in Keith's words, FanDuel money. There is a chance to go get that, but there's a lot of conversations I have to have next week to figure out if we can use somebody else's. Whenever you have an event, you bring in like a restaurant to be your liquor license. Like those conversations have to take place next week, and there's other places getting rights and all that shit. There's a lot. It would be nice just to go to NFL Films and be like, hey, how much, dude? Can we get a minute?
Hey, come on. He said he loves the show. Like, hey, come on, just let us borrow it. Maybe let it test it for a year for free, and then we'll see from there.
Well, during Hard Knocks too, they threw NFL footage on our show, and it was really cool.
Yeah, they sent us a clip that only we could play for the Hard Knocks, and there was NFL footage on the clip. So NFL footage has run on our page, and they had not shut us down yet.
Yeah, that's
Unlike
awesome.
King
That's
Tots.
It's about that's why it pays to have a good relationship with those people.
NFL Films likes us. I think NFL Films has always been super
They
positive.
should.
I don't know. There's not everybody likes us like
You don't talk trash on. All you do is pump up NFL Films. You know that.
As they should.
Well, wait till you hear me talk about this Ross Ketover guy when I start.
This guy.
He's the man.
Big boss Ross.
All right, he's going to be on SmackDown tonight. Ross Ketover, the best human on earth. A close second here, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He watches we got to give those guys NFL rights right now.
Those guys are much better than McVay.
The other one. Oklahoma City McVay.
We aren't talking about that anymore.
Oh yeah, you got all those out, right?
Yeah, last night, my wife.
All the Timothy McVeigh references.
Yeah, we ran through the snow to get into a hot tub we had never been in before, so we didn't know how to operate. But, that was the whole thing.
Was it hot?
It was 100 degrees. I guess anything would have felt hot compared to what we were running through.
Well, that's the best time that's the only time I feel like to get in a hot tub.
That's what everybody says. That's what my wife said too. Getting in the hot tub, cool. Getting out of the hot tub, shutting the hot tub, locking the hot tub up, getting back to the house while being wet, not easy. Not easy. It was a good experience. It was a fun experience. It was all that. But yeah, a lot of Timothy McVeigh talk in there.
Nice.
Get it out, real
Smart.
romantic. Yeah, this is what you got to do. What's that, buddy?
You got a romancer. I get it.
That's right. Hey, let me say some lines I was thinking about saying tomorrow night, but I can't say. All right? Something big just happened. Boom, obviously. Oh, my God, I ain't never seen it. And she's like, all right, don't do that one. You got it. How about this one? Man, this dude's uglier than Tim McVeigh. Not Tim McVeigh, Sean McVeigh's dad. I'm talking about Timothy McVeigh.
Yes.
The guy.
Different guy.
I might have to tune in tonight.
Nah. Please, I ain't going to do it.
Might have to watch
You
live.
don't tune in every Friday?
Yeah, what's that
I
all
usually
about?
do. Hey, for real, you better start texting me back during the show, honestly.
Well, I'm too
You need to
focused.
look at your phone. I know you check your phone.
No, I try
Yeah, you
not
do.
to. Whenever your name pops up, I do not look at it until after I'm off of a microphone. Because my natural reaction is to go, AJ Hawk just said, whenever that whole thing happens. You had some pretty good takes last week on the Royal Rumble. I'm excited to see what you send out tonight. Excited. Real excited.
Oklahoma City, it should be a good show tonight.
I will respond to you tonight. How about it?
Okay.
Go ahead and send your best.
8 to 10, you're on the air, right?
Yeah, Eastern. The issue is I don't have a filter. A lot of people, I try to talk about this. I do not. If it gets in there, it's going.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a good secret holder. I think I tell everybody that too. Hey, you won't tell anybody? I will. All right, well, I still got to tell you anyway. I thought so. Has anybody ever, by the way, I didn't know for sure, but this is going to sway me in a direction, I think, probably forever, whatever you tell me right now. So I might not say the exact thing, but it's definitely, people are going to find out somehow.
They're going to learn it.
They're going to find out somehow. So you just need to know that. Maybe one day I'll get better at that. I don't know if you can go to a class or something like that, but just how am I supposed to not be?
Down the road.
Down the road.
Mm-hmm.
3 years from now.
Yeah. When you're locked in on golf.
Oh, yes. Pro golfer. How about Marky Mark saying, yeah, he's going to become a pro just like me? That's what he said.
That's amazing. I did not interpret that way. And I do not think he enjoys when people call him Marky Mark now.
Well, I didn't call him to his face. It's me just saying right now, you know who I'm talking about. Jeez Louise, dude.
Come on.
What did he? Well, he didn't really answer it when I told him about the bet and everything and said, are you eating pizza?
Yeah. It's cheat day. I'm going
looks
in.
It looks like an oven pizza.
I want to let you know, when we sprinted in here, when this hour started, we didn't even have an intro. We didn't even have an intro when this hour started. Yeah. I had pizza in hand. People were chewing on the way in. I mean, pizza for the boys was order out here. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah, you're good. Do whatever you got to do. Is it stuffed crust? I see it looks like Ty's eating it backwards.
Yeah. No, it's pan pizza.
It is delicious.
It is very good. Domino's has their stuff. I haven't had Domino's pizza in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Did you guys order? You guys didn't order any lava cakes. Good call. Good call. That was smart. Thank you for that. I would have.
See, I think
too much.
I think one person ordered this, and then during that break, somehow it became an office order.
Oh, so we're saying that the person who ordered this isn't exactly thrilled that we ate all of it?
No, I'm perfectly fine with it. When I order a pizza, I like to share it with people. I don't just sneakily order food for myself.
That's because you're like me from Calabria, Italy. You know what I mean? You and me are from Calabria.
Good point.
Calabria. There's some people from down there in Sicily and Sarnia and all those Rome, all those other places. You're known from your village, where you guys come from, to do hide your pizza so nobody else eats your pizza.
Correct.
Calabria, where me and Nick are from, our pizza's your pizza.
That's right.
Bingo.
Amen.
Me pizza, your pizza. Grazie, ciao. Mi pizza di your pizza. You want to eat a little bit of my Domino's up and the pizza? Go to Vasellini's, maybe get a little chicken and hot nuggets. That's
No
what we
more
do.
pizza for you.
What's that?
You just revoked your pizza. Actually.
Sorry, I got one piece. That's all we need. We're back in 2 minutes with hour 3. Can't wait for it. We got no guests, nothing to talk about. Let's assume it's going to be fantastic. We'll take your phone calls on the 5 Energy phone line. See you in 2.
Oh, yeah.
Foxy's added some new tools to the arsenal.
Hell yeah. A couple transitions.
Some new shots to the bag. Wow. I assume we've had access to these for a long time?
I've known about them forever.
Yeah. Why not today?
I guess. I mean, you just found out about them, so let's go.
Can we hit one more of those
Yeah,
things?
here we go. We'll go to the boys.
Yeah.
Whoa! Shit, to you! Bring it Hey! How about this one? Whoa!
What? Bring it back. I'm blue. I'm green. I would die. I'm green. I would die. That's right, Foxy. Way to really up the game.
Foxy.
That boy Foxy. Welcome back to the show.
Those are awesome.
Awesome.
Unbelievable.
Hey, one more. Hit one more. Do we hit
Come on.
How about this?
New one.
How about this? That one doesn't do anything.
Foxy.
Is there a dissolve one?
See, this is where pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. We got too creative.
That's right.
We had a good run on 3 or 4 transitions. We tried to reach into 5 or 6, and we just didn't have them in the bag.
Bucket ran dry.
Keep working over there. Yeah, the well ran dry. That is 100% case. Yeah.
Some more water.
Yeah, we need to call them in. Maybe next week we'll find some new ones in there. But we appreciate you for joining us. It is this show, by the way, that we'll be talking about. The show that you just watched right there.
The Pat McAfee Show.
There'll be no rules for our guests, for us, for the things we can talk about.
Speaking his mind
I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or my thoughts or anything like that.
while being relatable.
I haven't had that manufactured fake-ass celebrity that a lot of people have whenever they go on those big networks. I've had a chance to really build my crew, build my following, build my audience.
And ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do? So I'm supposed to look at something that I can definitely afford and say, nah. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
The Pat
What the fuck
McAfee
are you
Show
doing?
starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to that show, hour 3 on this Feel Good Friday, February 4th, 2022. One day after Facebook lost $232 billion, hour 3 begins right now. AJ Hawk seems to be besmirched by that piece of information.
What happened?
Well, they actually lost users for more users than they gained for the first time ever since like 2005. So then the market saw a colossal collapse of Facebook in the meta universe. $232 billion lost in one day. That's the largest one-day value drop in stock market history.
Congrats, Zuck. Good luck, Zuck. That's a metaverse.
He should have sold.
It's probably because that story that came out.
What?
Story. Tony.
Which one?
That's wrong, Zuckerberg.
No, it's not. Another story came out about the metaverse, and it is not appropriate.
What?
Oh, Connor's even.
That's bad.
What is that?
That's a
Connor's
bad
looking
story.
out for you.
Even me.
All right, well, thank you for not getting into that, I guess, on this particular day. But yeah, Facebook seems to be staring down a potential end, although the metaverse is going to come all the way back and probably make more money than ever. Feels like the right time to buy Facebook
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what
are
I say.
a stock market person. I am not, but you buy the dips is what they say, AJ. And right now we're in the middle of an NFL dip. There ain't shit to talk about. The Pro Bowl, I guess, is in 2 days. Congrats to the Pro Bowl.
Here we go, Mac. Boys, go get him, Mac.
All those superstars that got elected to represent their conferences and, put on a show for all the teams represented in the AFC and the NFC. It is a massive honor for all those guys out there.
Oh, yeah.
Doing it for the good of sport, for the good of team, for the good of the NFL. Not because they're forced to be there. There's a little bit of a paycheck going. They're there to drink and have a good time with everybody.
Yeah.
But because they want to be there. Ain't that right, AJ?
Yeah, of course. I mean, how cold was it in Vegas? Did they say the temperature?
40-something,
Yeah,
wind
it's
chill
chilly.
37 or 38, something like that.
Windy.
It looked pretty chilly. The Senior Bowl is also going on right now, isn't it?
Yep.
True.
We had Ian Rapoport in the first hour live from his house after returning from home from the Senior Bowl. He said that the only thing he does at Senior Bowl is get boozed up at the bars late night and network and connect and talk to people.
Sounds like the Combine.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like there's just these little events scheduled for the NFL properly so they can all get boozed up in cities, talk shit to each other. The insiders are in there buying drinks and shots going, ooh, okay, I'll remember that. Okay, I'll remember that, and let's keep this thing moving forward. I'll be excited to see what the NFL does with everything it is going to have to. The Super Bowl is about to wrap up. Now, the Super Bowl obviously puts a spotlight on everything because all eyes are on the NFL. All eyes are on SoFi in LA next week. When that thing ends, though, all of these very serious things that are happening right now are going to get a lot more attention because there ain't going to be shit else to talk about. Yep. So I don't know if the NFL wants that or not, or they're going to try to nip that in the butt before that whole thing happens. But the NFL is staring down a lot of drama right now.
Yeah, because there's the dead time. We're going to have 6 weeks until free agency.
Oh,
and then
my God.
And then another month until the draft. We do have, which I saw you enjoying a little bit last night, the Winter Olympics.
Hey, Nathan Chen's fucking locked in. You hear me? AJ, 4 years ago, or how many years ago this whole thing was supposed to be? 4 years ago? I don't know if it got delayed a year, maybe 5 years ago.
Sochi.
Whenever Nathan Chen came into the ice, he came with high praise. Hey, we got a guy in the figure skating department. This is the next one, Nathan Chen. He fell all over himself.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't ready. He was young. For the last 5 years, he's been working on his body, training, talking about his athleticism, his explosiveness. He hits those quads like it's nothing. Last night, he was locked in with the music. We got a guy in the figure skating. His name's Nathan Chen. He's fucking locked in, AJ. Yeah. Good luck to the rest of the world on the ice with Nathan Chen fucking quadding around, cuz. Did a triple axel last night? Ooh. No problem at all. The quad's bigger than triple axel because quad is four turns, obviously.
Holy shit.
He gets up into the sky. Okay, he's floating over the ice over there in Beijing, which a lot of people are talking about, as opposed to the athletes are talking about Beijing as well. He's floating in the sky. Tight spins. 4 of them. Lands it perfectly. Doesn't even do a ta-da, bitch. Goes into another one. Nathan Chen is going to crush it.
Yeah,
Let's go, Nate. Let's go, Nate. Let's go. Get on the ice, Nate.
I know a little bit about this guy. I saw a story about him. Like he's like a redemption thing, right? Did he fall at the last one? Did he get any medals or nothing?
No. He embarrassed his entire country.
He did.
So,
and was being
what
touted as the guy. We thought he was going to win the gold going into it.
What do you mean? What did he do last night? Did you just not pay attention to last
No, I'm
minutes?
saying, okay, I understand he had a good skate last night, Diggs. I cannot
It
wait
was
to
a
have
team
cigar with
event
you.
last night. It was a team event.
I'm not
Can't wait. Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe I'll wear you down. We'll have a cigar later in the week then, Diggs. But
No, it's
this
next
guy,
week.
the Nathan Chen, right? So whatever he did last night, did that just put him in the qualifier? All that matters is how he does like in the final heat, because if you have one little bobble, bam, you're done.
Nathan Chen ain't going to have a bobble. Not this year,
I know.
not this
I don't
time.
want him to. I feel pressure for the guy with all this 5 years of work and training go into this little thing, and one little weird thing can happen, and judges decide that, hey, you didn't win.
Yeah, and what if the Zambone is, not exactly a Zambonin for Nathan Chen's ice as opposed to anybody else's? And this is the pressure of all Olympians, right? You work 4 years doing sports that nobody cares about, that revolve around tedious amount of work. Build up every little muscle. And we're not talking about just do that in 1 hour a day. Oh, that'll be my side job. These people are doing things for 12, 13 hours a day, starting at 5 a.m. in hopes of making the Olympics. Then whenever they make if they don't make the Olympics, what a waste.
Oh, man.
What a waste of 6.5, 10 years, however many years you've been going at it. You make the Olympics. Here we go. Now we get the opening ceremony. You're not getting paid jack shit, right?
No.
You just get your opportunity whenever you get on TV. And if you just have one little slight mishap, the world will remember you for not taking advantage of the moment and letting down her. That's what happened to Nathan Chen last time.
Yep.
And they said his mentals, his chickens, his body is ready to go this time. And that's a good futures bet. Last night was a team event, I believe. So to your point, I don't think this matters for him winning the singles or solo, whatever the hell it's called, competition. But he's in his zone right now. Ain't nobody touching him. That ice, those skates, that body, those routines, he's fucking perfect, pal. And now, I like they added this. I don't know how long this has been there, but they had 3 axle and then the amount of points he was actually earning live.
Need that.
Need to have that.
You know, because normally at the end, they tell you a score, and you're like, how? How did that happen? They'll have the entire scoring system live right there below, so you can kind of see it. Then they go sit down and get the official or whatever, so you can kind of keep up. I think it was good. It was a good start for me in the figure skating Olympics. I love the fucking Olympics.
So do I.
And listen, I know this year it's all about, Yeah. And obviously that is a conversation that should be had, could be had, and I think it's going to be had by people that are much higher up in the world is super serious department than us. I care about the athletes who are sacrificing their every day of their existence to make it to this thing, and now they're being put in a position where, because of the country it's in, because of the world we're in, their work doesn't matter. I want to let them know, your work does matter. Hey, Nathan Chen, all that fucking work you put in to hit those quads, I care about it, dude. I don't know about everything else, but I hope he goes on to hit this thing. I hope Chloe Kim hits that half pipe. I hope she's flying around. I assume Shaun White's going to try to kill himself out there. I mean, let's go and win it. Let's get that curling thing back, too.
Yes. Here we go.
Fuck Canada, dude. Fuck Canada. Let's win that curling thing, too. You guys are cold all the time. You don't even know warm. Well, we're coming in, taking your game, and winning back to back gold medals because he's Curly Manning Hamilton. That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
And it's, AJ, I don't like the fact that, the entire thing is just by all parties, by the way. By all people, they're like, hey, this we ain't doing this. It's like, what about the athletes, dude? These people have lived 0 lives to get to this point.
Can't you support the athletes and not support whatever else is going on?
That's what. By the way, that's what this program's probably going to do.
That's right.
Unless we lose, then we ain't talking.
No, exactly.
And
those people have had a long time to be able to bring those qualms up. So let's just put those, either bring them up after. Should have probably brought them up a long time ago. But now that we're focusing on Team USA, let's just give the athletes a little bit of shine.
Yeah, let's give the hard work a little recognition.
Go,
it
boys and
deserves.
gals.
We don't have to worry about Canada and curling. It's the Swedes we got to keep our eyes on.
I ain't fucking worried about them. They ain't even got that curl shot.
Don't even know how to throw the rocks, dude.
Yeah.
They didn't
Well,
even,
you guys lose last year.
They didn't even medal last Olympics. The Swedes are the ones that kicked our ass early. Then we came back and beat them.
I was
in the final
born
for
in a
gold.
curling rink.
Yeah, were you?
Absolutely.
Well, that curling rink was worse than a curling rink that I would have been born in America.
Hell yeah.
Because we're the gold medalists. And that's what the Olympics can do. Is that moment right there, what I just had over this person who actually knows what curling is, and I do not. But I can act as if I'm a specialist on this, an expert on this, because we're the fucking gold. We're the best in the world.
World champions.
We're the best in the world. Sorry about it. Sorry
about it.
Sorry about it. Hate it, AJ. We're the fucking greatest.
Am I not watching NBC enough? Or why did it? I feel like there's no promotion of the Olympics.
Well, I think the opening thing was this morning.
Yeah, and they've some Peacock is where you basically have to watch all of it via Peacock.
What was that, AJ?
That makes sense because I believe the last Olympics were on Peacock a lot.
And they have the Super Bowl, so I think they're promoting that more.
A lot of promo.
Good point.
They'll get lots of views, though, I'm sure.
Who?
Just like everything else, always gets so many views.
Oh, my God. I knew there was some sort of toxic angle. Everybody is touting record numbers. There's more humans in the world, I think.
Yeah, there are.
It's awesome.
More TVs now, too.
It's incredible. Anyways, Nathan Chen's going for gold.
Yeah, here we go, Nate.
Multiple golds, probably.
Be a lot cooler if we had NHL players in this Olympics.
Yeah.
We got the skills competition this week.
Thanks a lot, Batman.
Well, the NHL is stupid and so, short-sighted when it comes to business and such. With that being said, middle of the season, let's let the boys rest. Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of having them go play in some Olympics that nobody's even going to be able to talk about. But the NHL players need to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, we don't need the boys getting locked up in China or locked down over there
Whoa,
for 3-4 weeks.
whoa. What are you saying?
It's getting locked up.
What are you saying, dude?
You test positive over there, you ain't coming back.
I seen that one super duper powerful politician say, like, hey, just get in there, do your sport, and get out. All right, don't be saying nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that, but you can't really it's true. Like I know talking to different hockey guys, if they would go over and test positive, it's like there's a long time where they take you in quarantine, don't you?
Well, that was kind of the problem with getting back into Canada, right? For a long time, that's what a lot of the big issue was. If you have to wait,
and if you get hurt too, I think if you went there and you got hurt, and you needed to like fly back to the States to get surgery, you had to wait till your team went back at the end.
Yikes.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the world out there, but I just know Nathan Chen and his world on that ice, fucking beating the shit out of everybody.
Crushing.
Bum, 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 bum.
Did Apollo start?
Bum, 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 bum. That's what Nathan Chen's doing, dude.
Is this the Commanders chant?
We are Commanders. Bum, 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 bum.
It's going to be sweet to hear the whole stadium do that.
I know. Imagine if they're all on the same thing, too.
Yeah, they definitely will be.
That could be like an earthquake, maybe.
Yeah.
When they hit that third bump. You know what I
Don't
mean?
want that because then all the pipes in that stadium will explode.
A lot of poop coming out.
A lot of poop.
Commander poop. Out of tension.
Well, I don't know how we didn't bring it up last time, but Commander Aziz needs to be the mascot of the Commanders now. Sorry, WWE.
Do they have Commander Aziz over there?
I mean, if they don't now, they should tomorrow.
Him just standing there at the fucking.
Yeah, at all
Playing
times.
tackle.
Could you? How would you ever kick an extra point or a field goal if you saw Commander Aziz beneath the goalpost?
I wouldn't. I probably want to go over and talk.
He'll
to
throat punch you too.
Yeah, D-tackle.
Who do you want to fight? Oh, you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're on the bad side of Commander Aziz. I forgot about that.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Punch your
you spewed some blasphemy to him about me, and you filmed a little video.
What'd you call
Your
it?
mouth said it. Okay.
What did I say? Tell me what I said.
Who knows? I don't remember what it said. I'm not going to say it again because I'm not going to get caught saying it like you did. But I did present the evidence to Commander Aziz.
Yeah.
Said, did you hear this?
Yeah.
And then I said, thoughts, and just put on a selfie, you know? And I didn't misrepresent anything. I
Good journalism.
full context.
Stern.
He was mad too. He almost gave me a throat slam.
Yeah, well,
It's messed up.
that's called the
The Nigerian nail, dude.
It's not a throat slam.
Come on now.
He has that other
Have a little
move, the
fucking
throat
respect.
slam. No, I knew it was the Nigerian nail, but he's got the throat slam too.
This guy's a joke.
No
dude.
respect.
What are you
Problem,
guys
dude.
talking about?
Let's go to Joe in Scranton. Joe, what's going on? Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Keep
How's
it going.
Going.
First, before I forget, AJ and everybody were talking about cigars today. AJ, do yourself a favor. Try cedar wood matches for your cigars.
Oh, you have to.
Oh, you
AJ,
get a
how do you
cedar
not?
flame.
Yeah.
If you're not,
AJ, you
They
haven't
you
been
don't even
doing
know what
that?
you're missing, dummy.
Yeah, maybe try the redwood matches too.
Redwood Forest.
Yeah.
From the Redwood Forest.
Plus, it looks more
Is it
glass.
Gulf Stream?
Fry your eyebrows off.
This land was made for you and me.
What does that do for me if I use those matches?
What does cedarwood do? To add a little flavor?
It
Change your
the
life.
flavor of the cigar.
Oh.
Cedarwood is the best from what I.
That's why when they ship you a box, they ship you a little like flat piece of wood that you can break apart, and you're supposed to light your cigars with it.
It's like cheese and wine.
Oh, I have no. They're actually like wooden matches.
No.
Just a box of wooden matches, I suppose.
Joe, what about the redwood matches?
Yes.
I wouldn't use those.
Oh, you don't know.
This guy's cutting down redwoods. Joe, what do you want to talk about, dude? That's
What
illegal.
about Seth Rogen's cigar lighter, cigarette lighter?
I wouldn't know about that.
It's still in.
Anyway, thanks for having me
Level
on the
up.
show again.
What part of Canada is he from?
Wouldn't know.
I wanted to talk about nobody's taking this angle on Aaron Rodgers, and I've been trying to call for a while about it. And I don't want to play devil's advocate because I'm a huge Packers fan, and I always have been, and I absolutely love Aaron and everything he stands up for, and he speaks his own mind and everything. But he insisted to come back to Green Bay, that he has his best friend back on the team.
Randall Cobb.
Which is really great. I think that's a great thing. So the talk is, if he goes somewhere, and from what I think we all understand, how much he thinks highly of his friends and stuff like that, is he going to leave Randall high and dry and just leave him in Green Bay after he also Texas?
Oh, no.
Wow, Joe, great question there. Is he going to leave Randall Cobb high and dry over there in Green Bay? What do you think, AJ?
I don't know. I have not thought of that angle.
Why don't you ask him?
Yeah, talk to him.
Devontae Adams too.
angle?
Why don't you ask him?
What is the angle?
What? Okay, you know what? I will. Let me send a text. Say, what? Are you worried you're going to leave Randall high and dry?
When was the last time you talked to Aaron? You know, have you heard from him at all? Have you heard about the Nashville situation at all? Have you talked to him about that down in Tennessee?
What about the Nashville situation?
Have you talked to him about the property? Is he building?
Did he
the
sign
house?
yet?
The
Did he
raw
sign with the
land.
Titans?
Look at him.
Take that down.
Wow. Have you talked to him about that? Have you asked him that question? Because Jared Stillman down there at 102.5, The Game in Nashville, has numerous sources saying it's all adding up. Have you asked him about this since yesterday?
Are you serious? Did this guy have more comments to say about this?
No, you heard everything he had to say. Stop.
Okay, so you made it up saying it's all added up. Okay.
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah.
And then we started doing the math on the show.
I
You
would
and were
absolutely
literally-
tell you, though. I would absolutely say that nobody knows anything. Anything that's out there, nobody knows.
Not even Aaron.
Was Aaron?
I'm saying because, I don't know. I just know that nobody knows anything.
Oh, so if you don't know, no one knows.
Is that what you're saying? Is that why?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying stuff that you hear popped out there.
Sounds like
I feel like there's very little to any truth to any of it.
Okay, well, how about Bakhtiari saying, you guys both being like, I would just like to know who is saying that they know what's going on. Is that because you all know him better than everybody else, and you guys want to know who in the inner circle knows him better than everybody else in the inner circle?
No, I don't know. I've read some of those things about the inner circle when I've told you directly multiple things that were wrong in the story.
Kentucky Derby photos. Remember, he had that turkey bag of cigars.
Turkey. What's a turkey bag?
Oh, that's what Khalifa Kush comes in. You'll see it.
Oh, okay.
Wiz Khalifa actually has a line, I don't smoke it unless it shows up in a turkey bag, which means the bags that hold turkeys.
Yeah.
So it's probably like 10 pounds.
Yeah, 20-pound bag.
It's a lot of treat.
Makes sense. Okay.
That's
now
what
I get it.
That's what retirement looks like for me. Just want to let everybody know. You guys wonder when I disappear what's going on. It's turkey bag. It is turkey bagging. But you're saying you have chatted with him and nobody knows anything.
I don't think so.
All right, thank you.
I don't think anything has happened in Nashville, all that. I don't think you could tie it to any like specific team or anything that's happening with him in his football life.
All right, put it on ticker, please.
Put it on the ticker. But it could.
Oh, Jesus.
Put that on ticker too, I guess.
What does that mean?
Means anything.
He could also retire, right? Put that on the ticker.
Yeah.
Why do you never tell us anything? What is it, bro?
I tell you what I know.
Are we good to this guy?
Yeah, I
He's a
thought so.
real
Sawed-off
pretty-
prick. That's what he is.
This guy.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one in a while. That's a good one.
Ungrateful.
Ingrid.
Yeah.
Ingrid.
Yep.
Big-faced prick.
Rebuttal?
Oh, that is a great comment. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate
It's not
that.
a
Big face, big
compliment.
head. Absolutely.
Big brain.
I don't care about that. Big head
skull.
is powerful.
Tiny brain.
Big head's good for football. Big head's good for football.
Big head's good for everything. Movie stars have big heads.
Well, that's because they have tiny little bodies. They're all 5'2".
True. I've seen that a big head.
Wexner
You've
does
seen
too.
what?
That's right.
Well,
Wait, what have you seen?
Uncle Wexy's head's very large.
Oh, it's massive.
Let's go to the
I
phone.
don't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, you do.
You've never met Wexy?
Well,
No, never
pull a
have,
picture out of
honestly.
your wallet and just take a peek.
My bifold or trifold wallet. I got pictures in there.
Pull the Christmas card out of the trash.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He always made me wear a blindfold.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Jeez, Nick.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I appreciate your brain, Nick.
That's a good compliment there, actually. That's a very good compliment. Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy
by the way.
birthday, Nick.
Happy birthday. You were late, but happy birthday.
How about you? Do you remember that whenever we're trying to
Oh,
wish
yeah.
Nick?
Speaking
Ruined
of-
it.
Oh, yeah. That brings me to my next point. It's perfect timing for this. Happy birthday, Nick. Unbelievable.
Is that what it sounded like?
Yeah.
Yes.
In my headphones.
I honestly didn't exactly know that's where you were going. I'm not joking. I just felt in the
Yeah,
moment, I'm like,
see,
oh, we
that's
put
what
a
I'm
show
talking
heads
about.
on.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about with the NFL Live. Like, we need to get
Get
to
on
a
the
point
same page,
where
yeah.
you know that that's where I'm headed. You know what I mean? Like, that's a problem.
I'll stand back.
No! Alongside.
Okay. But when I sense that you're going on something good, I'm not going to interrupt and wish anybody a happy birthday.
Well, just situations are situational. I mean, that one was clear that we were setting up a happy birthday to our guy Frank here, you know, and then.
Obvious.
I wanted to be involved.
Well, if you want to be involved in something, let's do it. It's Joe Hadley's birthday. Happy birthday, Joe Hadley. And a baby Haddle Banks.
You did it.
Birthday, Joe.
Birthday, Joe.
You know Joe?
Yeah. Everybody does.
He'd beat the fuck out of you.
Who's Joe?
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, he would.
He probably would.
Haddlebags is all-time leading sacker in Plum football history. Just an absolute stud D-end, rushman.
The clap bomb.
He is a world champion ball hockey player.
Yeah.
He is very Italian. Very Italian.
Smokes a good cigarette.
Loves good cigarette. Cleans your windows better than anybody in the fucking history of window cleaning.
He's actually looking for business, so make sure you look him up and call his company.
Yeah, that's Joe Hadley in Pittsburgh. He's always looking for more houses to clean.
Always.
We actually, for his birthday, we're actually going to put the number out of his window cleaning company.
Let's try to get him 150 new clients.
Please.
This dude had, they told him put his phone number for his business on his truck, like that smart business, and then too many people were calling him, so he took the numbers off of his truck. He's an entrepreneur, runs his own window cleaning business. Like, I'm dying. I don't want this many people calling me. The best.
Get it. I understand.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Haddlebags.
birthday, Joe.
Also killed a man.
Well, allegedly he did kill a man, which
Allegedly, sorry.
it was a clap bomb. It was a hell of a shot. Let's go to Addison in Vegas. What's going on, Addison? Happy birthday, Haddlebags.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Joe.
birthday.
Taylor Made, AJ Christensen, and the boys. How you doing?
Hey, keep it moving. Good start here, Addison.
I just talked a couple 5-hour energies, so I'll make this quick. I just have to remind you guys, the Houston Astros absolutely ruined baseball. I'm a Dodger fan my whole life. I almost didn't get to see them win a championship because of them. I'll just keep it up. I don't want to get too graphic on here, but you guys just need to remember that. I'm so sick of it because I hear the boys say that they hate baseball, but I love baseball. And then Target was ruined by that goddamn town in Houston that just needs to be burnt to the ground.
Jeez.
That is baseball. 9/11, but you see 9 players being 11 times a day.
All right, Addison. Thank you for any hung
Baseball is 9/11.
Manfred is the one.
Well, there's a lot of different scandals that would be considered as the biggest day that is terrible in the history of baseball. One of them being they're not even a sport anymore.
Yeah.
They're probably not even real anymore. Addison, hate to break to you, the Houston Astros might have stole a pennant from a bunch of, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Pennant, yeah. They definitely stole some pennants, yeah. And
stole-
World Series titles as
Yeah,
well.
all those things, pieces of metal and all that stuff. We understand that you're upset about that for the good of baseball, but also baseball isn't a sport anymore. So, sorry about it.
Yeah, baseball died when they stopped letting them take HGH. Let's be real.
Well, and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
They are pushing back the season. Pitchers and catchers are not going to be reporting when they usually do.
No.
So, we are in a bad spot.
A whole new
baseball.
CBA has to be decided upon, and it's going to take some time.
Are they not close, Ty?
According to Jet Passon, they are not close, and they need to bring in a third party to mediate because the meetings go nowhere.
Think about this. The MLB is actually asking for the independent arbitrator, so the MLBPA would have to agree to that. There's no way the players would like an independent because I think an independent's going to say, yeah, you guys are making no money. I don't know how. Nobody's watching your guys' shit. Nobody cares about your guys' shit. But the players are expecting this. So an independent contractor coming in, arbitrator, I don't think they're going to be able to necessarily be on the side of the contracts that have already been given. I think they're going to be trying to paint the future for what the future contracts will be. When that is where the problem lies, right?
Bingo.
I know baseball, dude. Not as much as Addison, but I know baseball.
Why do you think baseball has fallen off? So I'm sure there's better players now than ever, though, right?
Well, the sport stinks. Shohei Ohtani,
Bryce Harper.
If you didn't play baseball growing up, the games are too slow to really bring in new people.
I think Ty's realized that with me around. Probably.
People that watch baseball are like, okay, I'm a Reds fan because my parents were Reds fans. I remember seeing my dad watch the Reds in the living room, and then they continue that. That's usually when I find fans of baseball teams.
It's just true though. Like if you don't really watch football and you change to the channel to like a football game, like there's a chance that some dude, like either there's like a bomb for a touchdown or someone's getting fucked up. There's a good chance if you change it to a baseball game, you're just seeing a guy take a pitch or there's just. If you didn't play it growing up or watched it, there's no reason to think that one day you're just going to be like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to sit down for 4.5 hours and watch a baseball game.
At the baseball game, though, awesome times.
Yeah.
Parks are sweet.
It's like the perfect pastime, and I think they should build up more suites probably for everybody. That feels like the SoFi idea. But to build new stadiums, what do you need?
Money. A lot of money.
And city consent, and I assume there isn't going to be a lot of city consent or state consent for these places that aren't making money that have all these back contracts with players. They might be in default before too long.
Yeah.
Honestly, baseball.
I mean, how awesome was that playoff game we went to at Yankee Stadium down there with that in terms of like going to a live event, that was one of the, I'll remember that for a long time.
Took a piss next to Giuliani. I did not run off the stage because I had to finish my piss, but I did see that the masked dancer singer, Giuliani showed his face, people sprinting off stage.
Oh yeah, they were not happy.
I mean, really good people too.
Ken Jeong, he's a doctor.
Absolutely. Robin Thicke hasn't done anything that's like...
No, he had that thing, remember?
No.
It was bad.
No.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I didn't hear about that.
Whatever the case, Giuliani probably fucking stunk as a singer.
I'm sure.
I was peeing next to him, and he didn't do any tunes or anything. But I felt like this guy can't sing.
Didn't wash his hands after he pissed either, I remember.
Fresh out.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
That's because he likes to sniff his fingers after he pisses.
Oh, gee. I don't know about that, but I do know he had a guy.
Yeah.
He had his own...
Hand sanitizer?
He had a guy that followed him and like whipped it out of his pocket.
And just sanitize on the way out?
Yeah, and then he had his crew with him.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
He did start shaking hands right when he walked out, though.
Well, that's because I don't want to slander this man. He's already been buried enough and made a lot of decisions that people are like, what the fuck's this guy making decisions for? But he did have a quick... that person's a good person to have on the squad, I think, by the way. If you're doing a lot of handshaking, glad handing. But just me and 2 urinals, Dahn.
I'll never forgive him for what he did to the mob.
True.
All right. The mob did a lot. I would assume he would say, like, hey, there's a lot of reason why he did what he did, too. Maybe making a name for himself.
No, he turned his back on the gabagool.
Yeah.
How was the gabagool, I wonder?
Oh, it was good.
Well, now thick people are running off the stage whenever they show his face.
Thick gabagool is not good.
I know, that's what I mean.
Thin gabagool.
That's what you want.
More
Like
flavor.
Like prosciutto.
Thank you.
More sodium.
Well, prosciutto is not gabagool.
I need to get my 23andMe back.
Yeah. Gabagool is capicola.
Yeah, I know. Learn that.
Prosciutto is different.
I know, but you like the prosciutto thin versus thick, just like you like the gabagool.
Did you spit into a tin? What if you're Italian?
I think I am. I swear.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anybody.
Connor Cambarelli.
I think I have a little bit of Italian.
A lot of my
really
Italian
do.
friends said, that right foot of yours feels like it's Italian, and that tongue, the way you talk seems to be a little bit Italian. But other than that, you don't seem like it. I get 23andMe. Oh, turns out probably right.
I've asked some questions to my grandfather and his father's father, and there has been a little bit
of a dance with the boot.
Of a dance with the boot.
Your father's father, y'all got potatoes for brains, okay?
I love potatoes.
Holy don't you fucking. Hey, excuse me.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
How dare you?
How dare you?
well said, Nick.
Your show
we just
is the worst. This is what happens when you sign up for a 3-hour show every day, regardless. These are the things that happen. I understand. Let's go to the phones here. Let's go to Keith up there in Michigan. Keith, your state stinks. Why is it?
Come on. My state stinks because we have Lions.
Boxy Sones! Your state's also good. Your state's also good.
I hate to say it because I'm a huge Lions fan, but the curse is real.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We agree, pal. What do you want to talk about, man?
Actually, I was calling to talk to you about your golf game.
Oh, nice.
And see if you would be up to play in a Early Blue Championship.
Nice.
Yeah, he's in.
No, wait, Mikey, thank you for the offer.
You have
I'm
a
not.
thing.
Yeah, I'm
When
busy.
is it?
I'm busy. Keith's already off the line. That stinks. I
Give
wish-
him that's a soft yes. He'll confirm later.
No, it's a hard no.
AJ will play though.
I have something going on. AJ does have to get ready for. When's Tahoe? AJ, do you know when Tahoe is?
July, like right after the 4th of July.
Oh yeah, are you playing in it this year?
Oh yeah.
Are you?
How about you, pal?
Well, no big deal.
What?
I do believe I got my official invite. Now, I would like to let everybody know I will not be able to become a PGA golfer by the time July comes around. This is just me feeling out the field. I'm going to have a good time this first time.
Of course.
But if I get invited back, I'm going for the fucking throats of everybody out there.
Hell yeah.
So don't expect a dub this first time around, AJ. I got to get acclimated to this super celebrity affair out there in Tahoe. But I'm coming in. Chipping, putting, driving.
What?
Coming in for big dubs, cuz.
What?
For that. That's awesome. Thank you for getting my name on the list. It feels like that was probably you, and I thank you for that.
No, I just shared contact info. Obviously, they wanted you on the list for a long time, I'm sure, but I think it'll be great because hopefully Aaron plays again, and our Friday group could be me, you, and Aaron.
Oh!
I'm not saying we don't get to pick, but Aaron has a lot of pull out there. I think he can make it happen.
What about Romo? He can come bring the beers.
Well, I mean,
it's only you play with threesome, not foursome. So.
How?
What about Baumgartner?
Can you or Aaron do this? I'll just do this the entire Friday.
Romo plays by himself, him and 2 coolers.
Classic.
That was really good. You're ready for Tom.
I was losing it there. Listen, I've been working on a swing coming out of the pocket and then utilizing the left shoulder for leverage too to keep that ball down or club down. Phil Mickelson taught me how to flop. You forgot that obviously when he made the $20 million bet. I'm gonna be fucking painting greens out there, dude.
Do you really think about golf that way? Like do you think about shoulder here? And like, do you do that?
Well, I think about it like how I would think about punting. Like, okay, when I do this, it works. So I'm going to continue to do that. Yeah.
Technician.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about just swinging?
That's the thing. I could never, I'm a field player all the way. Instinct feel. That's why I'm not good. That's why I'm not consistent.
Feels good until you get in the big moments. Then you rely on your fundamentals.
Boom.
Yeah, I agree. It's a great thing.
It is. Let's get to a break and I'm going to get out of here. Hey, we got to pick the Pro Bowl. You got the AFC or NFC?
NFC.
Nice. Oh, bad pick.
Bad pick.
I got the AFC.
Good pick. I'll take the AFC
Good
too.
pick.
I got the AFC. You got the NFC.
Okay, I say the NFC wins 128 to 121.
All right, I got the AFC 81 to 64.
Let's go.
Okay.
That's probably pretty accurate.
You guys just couple homers picking your conferences.
Goddamn right. That's called loyalty, Tone.
Hell yeah.
That's called loyalty.
Come on now, get that thing up to the ceiling.
Shut up.
What if this is what I...
Oh, see?
Wow.
What if that's all I do in Tahoe? What if I just do this all day in Tahoe, and then when I need to sleep, I'll just... I was going to rest up. Too much bounce on this.
Yeah.
The unduffable?
That's the unduffable difference.
I'm going to make sure I take this son of a bitch out there with me. You know, me, you, and Aaron.
Carbonwood.
Taylor, this Carbonwood's going to fucking find a fairway.
Hell yeah.
You got a bunch of better clubs sent to you.
No, nothing's better than this one, right? Other than maybe Callaway, but...
Thank you, TaylorMade.
I'm going to use it.
Yeah, but you just said you don't know how to golf.
Yeah.
Is that something you actually think about, like coming out of your pocket, like swinging? And,
Never. I don't. Everyone thinks of things differently, like how they process stuff. I've never been that like technical golf person. I don't understand when people go, "Oh, I'm coming over the top," or "I'm getting." Like, I don't understand that at all.
I understand, and maybe you'll win it this year and all that.
He won't.
Yeah, no.
But you got to remember, like as a punter kicker, like those are the thoughts I have to have.
That's why I asked you. But it's funny with you because how you are in your personality doesn't feel like that would be the case, but what you did as a punter for so long, it makes sense.
I have the ability to lock in and do something very boring if I have to. For instance, if $20 million is on the line, I can talk myself into being like, yep, fuck this guy. Let's go. Every goddamn thing.
Lock in.
Back straight, spine
Yeah, I'll do the
straight.
same thing. I'll do the same thing. Like, I want to beat you, but I'm not going to, I'm just like, all right, let's just swing hard and knock this thing out there.
Yeah, so you're never going to win.
Nope.
No, you're fucked.
Are you going to, you think, well, yeah, I'm sure you'll beat me. You're a good golfer.
Whoa. I'm not a good golfer yet. I got a golf sim coming into the igloo.
Yeah,
we might be picking the igloo up, moving it down now.
Why do you self-handicap your first year already?
Because I haven't played yet. I haven't
Don't
played.
know the course.
I work. I don't have time to play. So like I'm only saying I'm going to get the $20 million from you because there's going to come a time where I literally stop everything I'm doing and fully focus just on golf. That's going to happen.
I don't think that's ever going to happen, but whatever.
Well, you'll play better with that mindset too.
Yeah.
With no expectations.
Yeah.
Also,
weed's legal there?
I was
Is
going to
weed
ask
legal?
Oh yeah.
It's
Tahoe, you kidding me?
Well,
Oh yeah.
It depends on, are you on the Cali side or the Nevada side?
Both sides are
Legal
good.
in Nevada. Yeah.
Oh, then you're
You're good.
Oh,
You're
Green
good.
light racing, my
you
friend.
guys are screwed.
You're good everywhere there.
I'm going to be hovering over that fairway, bruh. I'm going to be shaping
Hey.
shots out there.
Hell yeah.
It'll be a fun round. That's why I said, hopefully we can play together Friday. It'll be a fun round.
Well, who are they going to put me with? What? I'm playing with you guys. What are we even talking about?
Well, I
Kyle
hope
Williams.
You could be
The
with
first
Sean
day.
Payton and Doug Heffernan.
Oh, maybe Justin Timberlake too.
Ooh, JT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
guy always out there.
Yeah.
We know AJ will
Carlton.
be playing with Larry the Cable Guy on the last day because
That's my goal.
Larry's actually good. Larry plays golf multiple times a week.
Did
He's
he
gotten a
shoot
lot
like
better.
plus 86
So
last
go on,
year?
say what you said.
Maybe.
You said at the first that Larry's actually good. Then you followed up with a difference in.
No, I was saying because Ty was talking like he was awful.
I think he's gotten last place the last couple years in a row, right?
Yeah.
Is he last? No, he's not.
Yeah, by 18, he's falling
Yeah, hey,
over.
I tell you what, it's a different world out there. It's tough. When every shot counts, every putt counts, you can't fluff the ball. It's a different world.
No winter rules, huh? Can't roll that thing?
Nothing.
I'm going to have to work on my my fairway game, obviously, because that's where my carbon wood's taking me.
Well, also, though,
Oh,
like you
no.
mentioned on Baja.
What?
So I just saw who came in last year.
Who was it?
It was our friend of the show, Al Michaels.
Oh, no.
Al's going to be out there? Fucking put me in Al's group.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Me and Al.
We saw Al's highlights. I think we knew.
Feels like he was set up a little bit for failure.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch, whoever showed those clips in.
All right, I'm out of here. You got the NFC, I got the AFC. Good luck. I hope you win. I'm on a heater, though, so probably AFC going to win.
Okay.
Good luck with the rest of the show, boys. I hope you do a great job.
Safe travels.
Shout out to Kyle Best, by the way. He gave us like 20 beats to use.
Thank you, Kyle. This is a
Thank
good
you,
one.
Kyle
It's a
Best.
banger, yeah. It sounds like something that should probably get us in trouble. It's not. It's Kyle Best.
Here we go. Send it to J. Cole.
J. Cole will go crazy on this beat.
Yeah.
Hey, good luck tonight, man. Don't do any Timothy McVeigh material. You know that.
All right. I'm going to get out of here. I completely forgot about that. Somebody needs to get Drake off that laptop. Drake's gambling a lot right now.
Oh,
Too much.
Is he?
He's winning. He's winning a lot, I guess. He's winning.
Yeah, true.
It'll turn.
He's no, won't have it for you
What's
guys.
he gambling on?
He's doing internet roulette.
Well, that's yeah.
Is it like all public?
Raptors game.
While courtside at the Raptors game, laptop next to him playing roulette.
He's got an issue.
He
should call 1-800-GAMBLER.
No.
Take it easy, Tony.
He's winning. He's winning right now. So.
Can we watch him play?
Well, yeah, you watch any of the Raptors games, you'll see him over there.
No, I mean, like, if you're online, can I watch him gambling?
He should stream. It's smart. He should stream that.
Good news is he's going to be selling that plane for scraps soon. We can scoop it up.
That plane is sweet.
He's going to continue to win. I don't know anybody that's like, you know what, I'm going to hop on internet roulette and think this is good. But Drake's been winning.
That's right.
And that's what Champagne Poppy does. And that's what none of you guys understand. We should allow him to have his successes however he wants to have them.
Most of us do.
Just who?
What happened?
Host of the gambling show.
Well, that's how he's doing that online because he's dealing with some bad news recently.
What happened?
I think it's good news.
Oh.
You're talking about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky? That's good news. They're bringing it.
Yeah, it's
Congrats.
Yeah.
But he,
Rihanna
is his muse. His flame. Was, I guess, now.
A$AP Rocky doesn't believe that.
Wow. Square root of 69 is 8 something.
I hear you, Zeke.
Right? That was them two.
All right. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys. Have a great show. I appreciate you all so much. Hashtag PMS Feel Good Friday. You guys figure out what a giveaway is on the other side. It'd be very nice of you. See you guys in 4 minutes. I got to fly to Oklahoma City where Timothy McVeigh did some stuff. But a lot of other good stuff happened as well.
Yes.
Josh
Flush it. Flush it. That's your last time. Flush it.
Oklahoma City is a beautiful city.
Beautiful. The Sooners.
I can't wait to get it. I guess it is frozen, a lot of ice.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
All right, I got to get on the road. See ya. We'll be back in 4. They'll be back in 4. Bye. Now it's time for SmackDown Rumble Championship Weekend. We just had another Super Boost!
Oh, yeah.
What a fucking 3-day run. I'm lucky to live this life, and I'm thankful that you all watch.
Here we go! All the wins. Yeah. Gotta get it, no call it quits. Yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets. Yeah. Better move out of the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of it. You might get my home. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out.
Please work with us. Hey, my dude.
No, squeeze the button. Yeah. Softball. Wow. That's what I was trying to do. I have a good shot.
I'm giddy. I am so pumped. It's like the night before the first day of school when you were a kid. I know it's being said that the GOAT of the NFL, Tom Brady, is retiring.
for the GOAT of the WWE. Roman Reigns is in his prime at his peak.
Hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday! All right, our sources haven't confirmed whether or not Drew McIntyre can be standing up, but
Come on, Cole! Come on, Cole! Feel it, Cole!
You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get
Coltrane has gone to the sky.
Sometimes just down, wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The road switching through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. Where's that? Guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. But some family, you do the math. I'm out of my pocket. You still got a problem. I ain't perfect. Let them.
Oh, fuck you, Pin.
Cole, that is one of the worst of all time.
The worst porters of all time.
And a baby Foxy! Just so everybody knows, it is noon right now.
Chameleon gold and magenta jacket. Big Cuban link, obviously. Good launch, pinky chain. Gold-plated Steve Madden. When I woke up this morning in beautiful St. Louis, the air smelled better, food tasted better. Tonight, dreams come true, surprises are in abundance. It's Royal Rumble, let's go!
It is an honor to see the man.
Once your ratings get this low, then I'll come to Buffalo.
That's why you're a good guy.
A jackass has entered the Royal Rumble. Jack, great to see Wee Man is still alive after Brock Lesnar put him through a Four Seasons table last night. He is dressed like a jackass, he is a jackass, and he's in the Royal Rumble. He looks good, it sounds good. St. Louis is ready. The alpha male of our species is infuriated. Jump over the rope bed, buddy. You got 2 tours. You got fans, you got music to make. You want to poop your pants immediately? Be in the Royal Rumble when this man is announced. I'm buying all of the depends that they have because Brock Lesnar, after a brutal fight with Bobby Lashley, comes into the Royal Rumble. It is an absolute ass-kicking machine. We just had another Super Boost. Back to back. Back to back. What?
Welcome back. This is the Pat McAfee Show. I'm AJ Hawk sitting in while Pat takes off to Oklahoma City to host SmackDown tonight with Michael Cole. We have a few minutes left here, wrapping up hour 3. The boys are here, correct? You guys all still back there?
Hell yeah.
Yep. Good to see. Good, nice enthusiasm, guys. I appreciate you. I know we might jump out to a caller here in a second. Nick, if there is any, let me know. But I was just reading something. What you guys talk about Daniel Snyder today at all?
No, not really. We did not.
Why?
Have
why does he have say in he? So he technically has say whether their findings go public or not with the investigation that's into like the whole team.
I believe so. That is what I read as well. And I know that there's like a Real Sports did like a 28-minute piece on the entire Washington football team situation with him and like the new accusers. But yeah, they made it seem like that it's potential that the NFL is never going to release the findings because Snyder won't be okay with it.
Yeah, of course. Why would he be okay?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of terrible stuff in there, right? Like that he's involved in. So, but how does he get the power to hold it back?
Good
How's
question. That is a good question that I don't have the answer to.
Yeah.
Well,
the owner
aren't there already a bunch of like leaks about what's in that report and everything? So someone's obviously already like, why can't they just continue to leak whatever's in there?
I mean, if you can find a way to suppress that and not let any more information get out, I don't know how you do that now. Like with how everything is online and who knows the thumb drives and copy and paste. Like who knows what people have already like saved from that. Maybe they're just holding on to it for a time when they need it most. Maybe.
How does that guy still have a fucking team?
Who, Daniel Snyder?
Yeah.
Yeah, how have they not pushed him out? Don't the owners do that where they try to like come together and they can somehow, I don't know how they can force guys out, but they absolutely have control over who gets to buy a new team if there's a team for sale.
Yeah, but what in those emails possibly bury some of the other owners?
Oh, my bad. I'm stupid. Okay, yeah, of course. He's protecting everybody else.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then
for sure.
That's how he's
but also didn't like a couple years ago before they renamed the team to the Washington football team, wasn't like all the minority owners were talking about wanting to buy him out because whoever had the naming rights to the stadium was gonna drop the deal or whatever, and he ended up just buying out all the minority owners. Like they were making it make it seem like he was gonna get pushed out, and then he ended up just owning more ownership in the team.
Well, and he had like the weird deal to where he agreed to step down from everyday operations, and his wife like took his spot. Like, how does that work, and what does that even mean?
Well, because she was at the owners' meetings, right? Like, wasn't he on like his suspension or whatever? And she was the one representing the team and speaking for the football team, the Commanders, excuse me.
Yeah, but that's like what he was saying. Okay, well, we have to punish the guy. So here's his punishment. His wife's gonna come in there day to day and run the operations while he takes a step back. Like, okay, how I would assume they're still doing what they want to do. Like, there's no.
But he can still go to the games and be on the sidelines and be in the suite on Sundays and stuff like that.
Where did he come from? Did his dad own the team first? Is that how it worked?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Telecommunications is how he made all his money, right?
So he's got tons of cash outside of the team. Does he own another a soccer team too?
I don't think so. I mean, he's going to be fine. Pat talked about it earlier though. Like after the Super Bowl, when there's nothing to talk about and only the Snyder situation, the Giants and Flores situation. I think there's one more. I forget which. Deshaun Watson situation. All those are going to be. There's going to be a big spotlight on all those problems in the NFL. It's not looking good for them.
Well, we probably have 10 to 14 days left, right? Or I should say like a week after the Super Bowl, we can still talk about the Super Bowl, everything, and go into all the storylines, talk to the players, watch the parade wherever it is. And then you're right. Then it's like a dead time. And then all this stuff gets brought back up, I guess, and put to the front. But I don't know how much the league, I don't get it. Like with ESPN, like I saw Greeny having Flores and then Flores' two lawyers. The whole time I'm thinking like, how does the NFL feel about this? The platform, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think?
I don't think they feel great about it.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to go on. They were going to allow him to go on ESPN, and that's why he's going on CBS because of the fact, the relationship that, and I guess CBS does too, but more so the close relationship that ESPN has with the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, very, very close. And I know the Monday Night Football guys were doing like the commentary too, weren't they, for the Pro Bowl competition stuff?
Yeah, they crushed it. It was really good. Did you watch any of it or no?
I only saw a little. I saw Stephon Diggs catching balls. I saw different guys catching balls and the judges. And then Cam Jordan a little bit, but I saw very little. And then I saw little clips here and there of some of the unbelievable throws by Russ really had a good night, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he looked incredible. He looked absolutely incredible.
Seeds.
That was a tryout. That was him saying, "Hey, I can still do this."
Yeah. Was it as an open tryout for 31 other NFL teams? You think hey guys, sign me up.
And he's recruiting, right? Doesn't that go on at the Pro Bowl? Like, hey, did you see what I just did at the accuracy challenge?
You see me hit the 3 4-pointers in a row?
Come play with me in wherever the hell I'm going to end up next year.
He's the kind of guy too that probably knows the ins and outs of every guy's contract there, and he knows, okay, I know you have an option to get out in 2 years. Make sure you come my way. He's talking to like receivers, planting little seeds, probably trying to get guys wherever he goes. You guys think he stays in Seattle?
No,
I don't know.
You think he went to the White Horse after?
What happens there?
Can't talk about it, dude.
It's called the White Horse. I thought in the Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse.
What the hell is that?
Well, you can't talk about it.
Can't talk
Vegas,
about it.
so.
Yeah, stays in Vegas.
True.
You guys.
AJ, do you think there are more Pro Bowl alternates now than when you played? Like, was it guys if they got to go to the Pro Bowl, they would go because it was in Hawaii? Like, it just seems like a lot of these guys, it's a lot more alternates seem like they're playing now than they ever did.
Yeah, I don't know why that would be. I mean, yeah, definitely the location has changed. It was like I think the Hawaii thing felt special for people to go, even though it's a long way to get over there. But I don't see it changing anytime soon. Like, why would these big time quarterbacks, a lot of I should say older veteran guys, like I was kind of surprised Russ ended up playing there, but obviously that dude was on a mission. He really wanted to be in there and showcase what he could do.
Well, I think Mahomes was the only one from the Chiefs that didn't end up going, and it feels like those guys who have those massive contracts, like that extra chunk of change that they're getting from the Pro Bowl, just probably isn't worth it, and they want to go to Cabo a little earlier instead of going to cold ass Vegas at this time of year.
Yeah, I saw Josh Allen's playing in the Pebble Beach celebrity golf deal. How's he doing? You checked on him?
I have not. I saw that the guy that we played golf with down in Arkansas, who's a country singer, was playing well yesterday.
Jake Owen.
Jake Owen was striping the ball yesterday.
Ooh, was he? He's a big time golfer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, why aren't you at Pebble Beach right now, AJ?
I tell you what, man, I watched that on TV. Like, this is awesome, but I've never been invited. I don't know who I got to contact, what I need to do. Like, Aaron Aaron usually plays in that. I'm sure this year it was probably a little different because I'm guessing you needed vax status to be in the field. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Sounds like this one might be for the people who are actually good at golf.
Yeah, a lot of them are. You're right. They're paired with a pro, Nick. Nick, how good are you at golf?
Better than you.
Oh, are you really?
Oh yeah, hands down.
Shit.
I would love to see that.
Wait, let's make it happen.
What do you shoot? What's the range of what you would shoot if you go
Probably
play
an 18 handicap. Nothing to brag about, but I know I can beat
18?
you.
Okay, all right. I like it. I like it. There's no chance you'll beat me, but yeah, that's dominate you. Zero chance.
Wahlberg said Pebble stinks playing there.
When did he say that?
Yesterday, he said it's freezing. You got to wake up at 5 a.m. You got to play a 6.5 hour round. Remember?
Yeah.
When he's talking
Yeah,
about going
he did say
pro.
that.
Why isn't Aaron there this year?
I don't know. Why isn't he? I would assume it's in California, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, isn't he out
Is
there?
that
Why
going
wouldn't
to
he
be an
go?
issue for Tahoe?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Tahoe's rules may be. I have no. That's a good question, man. We will. There's a lot. There's a lot out in front of us that we're not really sure about hunting.
I thought
You're right. You're right, Age. Sure.
I thought California was fine with the immunized people.
Are they?
Yeah.
I haven't been out there. I'm going out there next week with you guys.
Well, that might be a problem.
Yeah, could be.
With who?
With California, they don't let psychopaths into their state.
Well, good luck. Good luck, Connor. Me and you both then.
Yeah, exactly. We're going. We're
You
hopping
excited?
right
You
back
excited, Age?
For what? For the Super Bowl? I am, man.
Yeah.
I have no idea what. Do you guys? Does anyone have any idea like what the schedule looks like or what's going on out there?
No, not really.
know we're doing the
Normal
show.
hours.
Yeah.
So we'll be on like 9 to noon then.
Yeah.
Out there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet.
Noon 30 maybe.
Oh, yeah, we get-
closer to
oh,
1, I would assume.
Prepare to get jet lagged.
A lot of jet lag. Are you going to stay on Eastern time zone body schedule, or are you going to try and pivot to California?
I mean, the sad and frustrating thing about what you guys are saying right now is there's people that legitimately think that, and they do that when they're going 2 or 3 hours. They'll act like they're jet lagged and they'll act like they're going to stay on this time or that.
What are you
time.
talking about?
Yeah, that
genuinely
Zito,
curious.
this will happen. to him.
I
He
can't
will-
go back to Chicago without getting jet lagged.
He'll get massive jet lag.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
That's why Zeke's going out early, actually.
Yeah, get used to it.
Made up.
Oh, acclimate. He's got to acclimate. Like when people go to places that are, the
3.5 hours a big deal being jet lagged.
Yeah.
3.5?
Yeah.
Why half?
I thought we were a
the
little
half?
further west, aren't we?
Just 3 hours.
Never mind.
What? What is happening?
I don't know.
I think Zeke thought that the leftmost part of California
I thought it was an extra half.
is an extra half hour.
Let me know, Zeke. You'll be out there before us, so please send me a text. Let me know if it's 30 more minutes. That may change. That may change my mindset
I'll
heading
let
into
you know.
California. Let me know. Yeah. Well, hey guys, is Hammer Down going on today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. So 15 minutes after this show ends, which we'll stick around for a little bit after hours if you guys are up for it. You guys up for it?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
Okay,
you
good.
should check
Yeah,
on
so
your
Hammer
kids.
Down.
But
What'd you say?
nothing. Sorry. I know you got a hard out to get to. I don't want to step on you.
You say something about my kids?
Check
Is that
on
what
them,
you
that's
said?
what
I
he
said you
said.
might want to check on it.
Oh yeah,
we're
no. Believe me, we have plans in place. We have stuff going on. Everyone is good to go here at my house. But I appreciate everybody listening, everybody watching. We can't wait. Monday the show will be in Indy, then we'll be out in LA. Come on back Monday. Will be fun.
Nailed it.
Hey, good hit, AJ.
Okay.
Yeah, and you got to come on back.
Yes, you know it.
Let's go.
You know it, man. I sarcastically started like doing that more, and then now it's just become even real again for me.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
your
really sucks.
tagline.
Yeah.
We need to
It's my
make a
tagline.
shirt that says "Come on back." Dash AJ Hawk.
I might. Hey, I want to get. There's a caller. I don't know if you guys still have him up or not. There was a caller that wanted to say something about the Bill Belichick tree.
We still got to do the giveaway too.
Oh, yeah.
Good call.
Oh yeah. What? So do we have to come up with a giveaway?
So it's hashtag Feel Good Friday. We thought
PMS
maybe
Feel Good Friday.
Hashtag PMS Feel Good Friday. We thought you have to guess the MVP of the Pro Bowl
To win.
to win. We haven't decided what to win yet.
I thought it was we picked it already.
What was it?
That was a golf trip.
With AJ Hawk.
Well, that doesn't seem like that would happen.
I don't know, AJ. You up for it?
Oh yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay.
Nope, that's a tough one to commit to. Maybe I bet Pat. You could probably throw it out there, right? Golf trip with Pat.
No, I don't think
That's
so.
gonna happen,
But
no.
because Pat has a lot of stuff going on. But how about a golf trip with AJ Hawk, or $20,000 of your money?
Of my money.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
No, that's all right. That's okay.
Bring the general with you.
Yeah.
Big fun
Okay,
golf
so-
outing.
General, I heard you guys talking about General Bob earlier. What's going on?
Yeah, he's
What happened with
launching
Bob?
another war.
Yeah.
This time, the opponent is bigger.
Yes, and he has the full weight of the Johns Hopkins University arsenal at his back. So I expect a swift victory from General Bob in both the Eastern and Western fronts.
Now, like the first time he launched a war, he saved football.
He did.
This time, he's trying to save humanity.
America.
I'll tell you
Bob
what.
takes on America. I can see the movie already.
I don't think Bob's ever seen a war that he's not scared to take on. Honestly, he really. And if you even said to him like, "Hey, man, Bob, I don't know. There's been a lot of people coming from all angles about this one." He's like, "I don't care. Good. Let him come at me." Like, I think he is
my fucking
absolutely
general.
on board for that. He doesn't care, and I think it's fun. I think it's awesome that people are going to do stuff like that. But I'll be keeping tabs on Bob then and seeing what's going on this weekend online, right?
I just got chills hearing you say that about our general. I am so fired up. Yeah, I feel great about it now. I was a little worried at the beginning because, Johns Hopkins, unbelievable school. The actual amount of people who go there is a little lower than I thought. But now that you just said Bob doesn't give a damn. Oh, very hard to get in.
How many people?
I think it's about 5,000 undergrad.
That's it. So just 5,000 geniuses then, right?
Yeah, just about. Well, probably like 4,900, but just about. And then, you assume Ivy League will jump in. Paul Rabel will jump in. We'll have all the weight. I'm excited.
The thing about with Bob, if you saw Bob and you went up to him and you said something about hey, Bob, you're taking on this whole Johns Hopkins situation and all the COVID, whatever. It could get kind of hairy in there. Like, he would be mad at you for asking the question. Like, that's how Bob is. Like, he'd be like, "Oh, shut up, man. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Don't come at me with that."
Well, yeah, but I'd never say that. I would follow Bob to the depths of hell if I had to win the war for Bob. I mean, that's not a worry for me.
People wanted to bitch about, General Patton's tactics in WW2, but he got the job done, didn't he?
Exactly.
I guess so. Ty. I don't know. Well, okay. So what's the prize? We got to come up with a prize. It's not $20K of my money. I promise you that.
What? All right. Maybe a day with Axel or something.
That is not a prize for people that are strangers to Axel. He will bite, he will punch, he will tackle.
Should we do a Callaway bag?
Yeah, how about your bag, your set of clubs, because you stink?
How about that sweet Callaway bag that Pat got? Or maybe a golf round with Nick because he's a scratch golfer now.
18's far from a scratch, but
well, I don't know, Nick. I can't wait. We'll play.
Should
We'll
give
play
away
someday.
a golf.
Do we have
Full set of golf.
Give away those Callaway clubs that Pat had before he threw the TaylorMade.
Maybe not that. What about a driver? Do we have any extra drivers?
I think we have one driver left and a lefty. Right and a lefty, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Boom. 2 drivers.
I could be wrong.
Or
though.
one, whichever, and then you
Let's say no. The winner, one person wins. They get a righty and a lefty driver.
No, that wouldn't make any sense. But maybe whatever way they swing, you get that one, the lefty or the righty.
Don't make it sexual. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Lefty or righty? What's sexual
Talking about
that?
their handedness.
God damn it.
Okay, my bad, Connor.
We do have women drivers as well, if we're talking
We do.
sexual.
Perfect.
There we go.
Is there different women drivers?
No, like we have a
The
men's driver and a
stiffness
women's
is
driver.
the
Shaft.
Shaft.
Oh yeah, it's all about the shaft. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So just in case.
I feel like that works. Hashtag
Okay,
PMS
good.
Feel
You get it. So
Friday.
if you Diggs, you go over it again. What do you have to do to get this?
Hashtag PMS Feel Good Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
You guess who is going to be the MVP of the Pro Bowl.
Boom.
And if you get that right and your name goes into the drawing,
Yeah.
Check.
And we'll randomly select one.
you randomly select and you win a driver.
Callaway driver. Brand new. Never been used.
I think that's a great little giveaway for Feel Good Friday. So hashtag one more time, Diggs.
Hashtag PMS Feel Good Friday.
Okay, I want to make sure everybody gets all these steps.
You guess who's going to be the MVP of the Pro Bowl.
Love that.
Russell Wilson.
Okay.
That's AJ's guess.
AJ's
All right.
If you get it right, because I assume multiple people will get it right,
Yep.
your name goes in the drawing and you're randomly selected to win a Callaway driver.
Boom.
Boom.
What's your guess, Tony?
Thomas James Watt.
Okay. I'll take Matt Jones. I mean, what do we look like?
Okay.
No, I changed mine. Najee Harris.
Well, that's,
Nosh.
that's a better one.
Hand it off to Notch.
Notch.
You know what?
What's that?
I changed mine. Deontay Johnson.
Hey, all right.
Come on.
We get it, pal.
The whole fucking roster.
You said Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Okay.
Knock him the Packers.
Any guesses back
I
there?
don't even know who's
Yeah,
playing.
Zeke, Nick.
Oh, give me Bob Quinn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Couple strip sacks. Nick?
Come on, Nick.
Is Dak playing?
I think he opted
No,
out.
he's
you
on
can take him.
He's on that slandering the Steelers media tour with Josh Smith.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I got Tyreek Hill.
There you go.
Son of a bitch, I was going to take him.
There we go.
Give me dangerous.
Dangerous. Here we go. AJ Gumpy on the rush train. Nick,
Hey
what do you
Gump, I
think?
saw a little bit of the show earlier. You guys were talking about the player got arrested for spitting at a fan, correct?
Yep.
And Gump, you said that's why you wear a full screen at all times. Yeah.
No, just when I'm not in the office. Like in LA, I'll probably have 3 masks and the shield.
Is it the glasses shield? Remember that some of those coaches they put them on like their glasses and it was a full shield.
Yeah, like Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, yeah.
Oh, good. I can't wait. It's gonna look kind of funny with your beard popping through there.
I'm excited to see you, AJ.
I'm excited to see you, Gump, in your lined up beard. Do you do that yourself or you have a professional?
Professional.
Yeah, come
It
on.
looks amazing.
Back porch barber, dude. JC.
Thank you,
Shout out.
JC.
Thank you.
He
You gonna
comes into
throw
the studio,
some
doesn't he?
weights around in LA, AJ?
Oh, I saw Pat sent me some pictures of the house, and I saw one of them had a sweet weight room in the garage. So yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be clanging.
Hell
Clanging
yeah.
and banging.
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna bring like 96 frozen chicken breasts for the whole week and a bunch of brown rice, or what are you gonna do food?
No, but Ty, you don't read what I'm not sure you're aware. When we went down to Orlando, the first thing I did, bam, jumped on. That was Prime Now back then. Now you got to use Instacart or something else. And I got a bunch of food sent right to the house. So I'll
Yeah.
probably do that.
Do you have a preference in drinks? I was actually going to order some early.
Water,
Like any kind of water?
just water.
You got it.
You don't want ice cold beer?
Liquid Death is good.
Liquid Death. Here we go.
I mean, some Bud. I like Budweiser. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna
bottle in
drink
the bottle, not the
eggs?
can.
You gonna drink eggs for dinner again? Like Orlando?
Again?
Yeah, Orlando. You did that like 3 nights in a row.
That's false. I've definitely eaten scrambled eggs 2 or 3 times in a day, many times in my life. I do that a lot if I'm hungry. But what about? Have you guys ever drank eggs like a Rocky Balboa?
Yeah.
How many pallets of muscle milk do we need to have?
Oh
sent to
shit!
That's a good question.
I've never been a big protein powder guy ever.
Bullshit.
I've tried to force myself to, but I just don't like it.
What do you do? Just chocolate milk after you work out?
Big glass of chocolate milk before I work out. Big glass afterwards. And speaking of that, actually, gave Axel some chocolate milk before bed the other night. Of course,
no.
pissed through everything. Pissed through all of it.
I mean, come on.
I thought I mixed it up. I thought I had him go pee right before again. That didn't matter.
Did you lay
Everything.
newspaper down?
Oh man, we got how many mattress protectors and stuff we have for that dude, and he peed through all. And he was sleeping with his 2 brothers too at the same time, so naturally they're all mad at him.
Did he dump his pants?
Not this time. He has been known to do that at times, but he hasn't done that in a little while, so we're good for now.
Wild card. That
What
kid's
sport
gonna
do you
have
think he's
so
gonna
many
play?
tackles.
What sport? I mean, he loves sports. He loves being physical. I don't know. We're just hoping he's a nice, solid citizen for society, and he does well. That's all we're banking on.
yeah.
Should get some fucking skates on him. Have him rub up the boys on the ice.
Yeah.
Should.
He has worn skates. I've skated with him. It's tough because I'm not a great skater, and I got to hold his hands and try to wheel him down the ice. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, you should not be skating next to him. You might fall on him and crush him. That'd be bad news, dude. Break his arm or something.
Bro, it's a real thing. It's a real thing I worry about, especially with kids flying around my legs. Boom, I'm going straight back. There's no easy way to fall on ice. That may be my first concussion, so I should stay off the ice. Probably.
Tuck your chin.
Yeah, just wear a helmet, dude. What are you talking
Wear a
about?
helmet.
Yeah, get a nice fucking bucket, dude. Look sleek out there.
Come on.
Do you guys wear? I'm not trying to say whether you want to do it or not. You guys wear helmets when you ride your bicycles?
Well, I haven't rode a bike yet.
Yeah, neither have I. I don't have
What about
a bike
those
anymore.
e-bikes? You guys have those sweet e-bikes.
Well, you gotta wear a helmet with
Yeah.
that. Going fucking 45 down the fucking road. You guess what? You hit a rock or something, you're splitting your fucking head open
Yeah.
and dying if
That's
you
a
don't have a
death
helmet
wish.
on.
Are you guys gonna make okay? Let's say you guys have kids someday. Are you gonna make them wear helmets when they ride their bike?
I ain't gonna make them ride a bike. It depends if they want to. You make your kids ride bikes.
Okay.
Get on your bike.
What's the deal with that, dude?
If you're not me, if your kid voluntarily says, "Hey, I'd love to ride a bike," Dad, Connor, should I wear a helmet? What do you say?
It depends. Are they a daredevil kid or are they soft?
Jesus.
Wait, what? Is that the only option we have?
Like if you know they're not going to be out there doing anything dangerous, don't worry about it, kid.
Do you look in their eyes and say you got a little Pastrana in you? Because if you do, then you got to let them go without the helmet.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
if they do have Pastrana, you should probably put a helmet on.
Well, at a young age, though, they're not
T's
going
and
to
P's
be.
to, by the
T's and
way.
P's to try.
T's and P's. That guy's
What happened?
a maniac.
He jumped off a skyscraper
Yeah.
and the chute didn't really come out.
He was base jumping.
No.
Yeah, he was base jumping. It was
it
very
came out.
bad.
It came out late.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I think he broke
He's in
his
the
back
hospital.
and his hip and a bunch of stuff.
That dude is already all metal in his body. Like everything
yeah.
he's broken and replaced and had all kind of crazy plates.
Double.
God, I've seen him do that, I feel like, before. So he's base jumping off a building and it opened super late, so he hit the ground really hard.
Yep.
Ooh. And he didn't swing back into the building?
No. Just a grind.
Lucky.
Any of you guys ever skydive?
No.
No, I want to.
I'd like to too. I'm super scared of heights. That's why hopefully it'll make me conquer my fear of heights.
You probably are. You too heavy to do it though? I mean, Pat says
You
like
tandem.
when he went, the guy that he was going with weighed like 130 pounds, and I feel like that would just man.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to do it bad.
Do you? Well, your first time for sure. You got to go tandem, right? Where you're strapped to the dude and they basically do the work for you.
I mean, you not just your first time. I think you got to do it.
It's like your first 50.
Yeah, every
Right.
time before you can jump by yourself.
You're right. Speaking of that, when does Jackass come out? I keep seeing the previews for it, and I really want to see it.
Just came out.
Yeah, I
today.
think it came out today.
In the theaters?
Yeah, people are saying it's the best one.
Really?
Yeah, it's getting really good reviews.
Well, kids probably don't know about it though, do they? Like younger kids?
I doubt it.
I don't know. They know of Johnny Knoxville. Maybe that dude's been everywhere promoting. I'm not going to go to the theater to see it. Hopefully, it comes on Apple or something soon.
will.
And we can just rent it, right?
Yeah, it definitely will.
You don't want to take the kids to the theater?
Yeah, show them.
That's it. Kids can watch Jackass, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Not
show.
Axel. Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
show Axel.
I mean, they're going to be
Jackass.
jumping all over your house after doing that shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, for real. Like that is real though. I think something. If I did show Axel Jackass, that would give him way too many ideas. Like he's one of those kids that would be influenced, and all of a sudden he's jumping off the roof and thinks he can fly.
Yeah, or like picking up dog shit and eating it or something. Because they do stuff like that too. So
That's real. That's a real concern I have, honestly. I
Yeah,
really
but
do.
I mean, someone's got to carry the torch. What if you're holding him back from being the next generation Steve-O?
You know what? I don't want to. I do not want to hamstring him at all. You're right. I'm going to show him the film. I'm going to show him the film. So if that really resonates, that's going to be his path.
Yeah, he'll make his decision, and if that doesn't work out, then he'll go on to have 40 tackles in a game for the Centerville Elks, and he'll be just fine.
Okay, yeah. Well, and then the next thing I know, I look up and he duct taped himself to a billboard in Hollywood, like Steve-O did to promote something back in the day. His book, maybe.
Legend, either way.
yeah.
He is. All right, guys. Hey, we're going to get out of here. Hammered Down comes on 15 minutes from the end of this. So what's that? You just want to say 3:30?
yeah, we'll call it 3:30.
3:30. We'll call it today. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Monday. I'm not even sure exactly what I'm doing Monday to get. I got to get there to. I'm heading out with you guys.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I got to figure that out. I got to figure out how that's going to work itself out. But we'll figure it out. I'm excited, man.
Put some
Excited
air in
to
your
go to LA.
tires.
Yeah, put air in your tires.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I got plenty of fix the flat in the car. You know that.
Get a
I
new
always
tire,
will.
dude.
Get lots
a
of sleep
fucking
the
tire.
night before too. We don't want you passing out on the drive here.
Bring your clubs, dude. We'll play.
Oh, I was going to because I was going to play with some other people out there too.
Bring your glove too. We'll play catch, dude.
Right, Connor. I'm not joking. I'll bring my glove.
I'll bring a baseball.
Are we bringing baseball?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Because you want to know why? I'm excited to get out in warm weather. I
Yes.
saw how
Yes.
Michael was doing that interview, and I was like, that looks so awesome.
Yeah.
Like just comfortably sitting outside. So I'll bring my glove. I got it. Of course I have it. I gave one of mine to one of my kids who's using the one I grew up using, but I have one I can bring.
can't
It's
wait
not
to
as
play
worked
catch,
in.
dude.
It'll be good. I can actually break it in a little bit more when I'm
I'll
out.
bring some glove oil. We can put it in the oven.
Let's
As
go.
you-
Shaving cream, maybe.
Don't
be
forget
awesome.
your
Yeah.
bike helmet, AJ.
Yep.
Yeah.
helmet.
I'll bring that too. Who's going to bring the seeds? Someone's got to get some sunflower.
I'll bring the
for us.
seeds. Don't
Yeah.
worry. We'll get the seeds.
Bring your
All right,
skates
Connor.
too. We can hit the lake behind Pat's house and rip it up a little bit.
Yeah.
The skates. Hey, if anyone wants to blade out there in LA, let me know. I'll buy you some blades. I'll
Down
buy
by
myself
the
some
beach.
blades. We got to get some elbow pads, and we'll go out there and hit the streets.
I'm not wearing elbow pads. I'll wear a helmet, but I'm definitely down. You got to get these things all bloody sometimes.
Bring your wrist guards.
Wrist
I'm
guards,
not-
maybe.
I do not need to wear a helmet, but yeah, elbow pads, man. I'm not gonna strap up elbow pads. That
All
would
right,
be.
well, I guess you going down Venice Beach, no helmet. Want to be the cool guy in town?
Are you
Whatever.
going to Muscle Beach?
I've never been.
You gotta
Should we
get
go?
yoked
Yeah,
there.
we should all go.
That would be hilarious.
if we went and got a quick workout in.
Yes.
I mean,
we gotta bring olive oil to rub on ourselves.
True. That'd be
you
awesome.
have to use olive oil for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, California sun.
I use like baby oil. Couldn't use that.
There it is.
Oh no, baby oil.
Nope.
Bad in Cali.
Olive or vegetable oil.
Was Newsom and Garcetti don't want you to have baby oil out there for some reason?
That would make
What's going
sense.
on?
Probably.
Connor, honestly, yeah, I know we're getting out of here, but it will be nice. Connor will be out there, get to see a lot of his people that he's a huge fan of out in LA and the California region.
Yeah, the homeless people. Those are my guys.
Hell yeah.
I hope they find a safe place for them. The ones that they are moving their houses and their tents and their homes, they better find a good spot for them.
Don't worry, they won't. No chance whatsoever. And don't forget #PMS Feel Good Friday.
#PMS Feel Good Friday.
Guess
There you go.
who's gonna win the MVP of the Pro Bowl?
Yes.
Win a driver. Boom.
Callaway driver,
Callaway.
right or left-handed, whatever you may be.
Yeah,
That's
up
right.
to you. I do wonder what they're gonna do with those homeless people, though. AJ, that just reminded me.
I don't know.
Hope
I
you
have
guys
no
can
clue.
swim.
Jesus.
Toss them into the ocean.
Hawaii's not that far.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't know what the plan is in place
Trash Island
for everyone out there, but I'm gonna sign off here, guys. We're gonna wrap it up, call it a day. 3:30, Hammer Down will be here. Monday will be our own form of an overreaction Monday, maybe to the Pro Bowl, maybe to whatever else happens.
Olympics.
Olympics, you're right. Overreaction Monday on the Olympics.
NHL All-Star.
Who is it? NBA All-Star?
NHL All-Star.
Yeah, and NHL All-Star, right? When does that play? Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, Stoner's in the skills competition.
Yeah. So is Pasta.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, Stoner. We know Stoner is unbelievable.
well
He's
said.
going to kill
Yeah.
it.
Pasta's
Right?
gonna take him out back.
I don't
but,
think Pasta's there.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, he's taking it easy because big bunch of games coming up.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
Load management. And let's rest up. Let's have
Exactly.
fresh legs for the home stretch. All right, guys. Appreciate you. We will talk to everybody on Monday, boys. Thank you all. Appreciate you.
All
Can't
right,
wait to see you guys hang out in LA. See ya.